crazy.
All right, we are live.
Oh, golly, sorry.
Hello, everybody. This is Mimic Nights.
Hi. Ta-da.
Game of nonsense.
Welcome to Mimic Nights. We're sorry.
Yes.
I think someone's already got.
What
like,
you
a
are about
lockdown
to
on
see
that
is
one.
not representative of Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition.
Or
Or
What you're
mimics,
about to
or
see
D&D,
may
and
shock
anyway.
and frighten you. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah. All right. Well, why don't we have some of you tell me who you are? Tell people who you are. Capjack, why don't you start?
Hello, everyone. I'm Capjack, or at Captain J Cross on Twitter, and tonight I'll be playing Lucian, the Tiefling Warlock.
And Metz.
I'm Metz Girl, aka in this game, Denise, the half-elf druid.
And One.
Hi, I'm One Sama-chan, and I play Win, the dwarven cleric.
And Than.
Hi, I'm Thanrand, and I play Krunk, the half-orc barbarian.
You say that like it's an AA meeting.
Also,
You run
look
a
what I
support
got.
animal.
Oh.
Oh, that's a cute.
Who is that?
This is Sansa.
Oh.
That's-
Meow. No, she won't do it. It's so tiny
okay.
and cute.
I'm not your trained kitten. Oh, okay. We have Best Stream Cat officially.
Okay, well, guess we're not doing it tonight.
Oh,
We're
that's
just gonna
awesome.
do an entire stream where we watch
Yep.
this kitten climb on Than.
Yeah, she loves it.
Oh,
You want to go down there and play?
so jealous.
The kitchen is a mimic.
Who remembers what we did last session?
We murdered a demon.
Yeah.
Murdered is the correct word, too, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
like encountered and fought in self-defense or any.
No, we
Like-
They
just
fought in self-defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of true.
sort of.
You walked up to him, talked to him, and are like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
Like you've got the wrong vibe. We're gonna kill you now.
I mean, I guess it's a good way to establish that, like, you better be on our good side or we'll murder you.
We may or may not give you
That's-
warning if you're on our bad side, so
Word is gonna start spreading that, like, if anyone says Greg, to get the fuck out of there.
If you hear the word Greg, just run.
run.
Like, it's not even worth it anymore.
I would like to think, because you guys spoke, you gave that signal in Mimic. I would like to think that when
Yeah.
translated
Oh.
into Mimic, it's the same.
It
Oh,
just
yeah.
says Greg.
Greg.
Just Greg.
That's the Lord. Absolutely.
Well, I feel like it's one of those things where, like, there is no translation into Mimic.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh yeah, it's a word just that cannot be said in Mimic. It's such a
It's too
horrible.
awful. They don't have a word for it.
All right, let's get started. So you all are in this big cave that used to house a demon and his host of tieflings. The demon is just laying there dead in front of you, his giant sword laying on the ground in front of you, and his trophies of battles won are set upon the walls. And the tieflings have left, and they're outside talking with each other for a little bit to figure out what their plan is since you killed their boss. So do you have anything you guys want to talk about before they come back in?
What did we do this again?
Yeah, why did we do this again?
You have to
Lucian?
explain yourself, Lucian.
Don't you roll your eyes at me, young man.
Well, simply put, the way the demon was talking and what he was talking about, just the way everything was worded was wrong. I've grew up with demons, as all of you well know at this point. I can tell when a demon is trying to pull a trick.
Ah.
And along with that, and I mean, look what he did to his people, throwing them at us and blowing them up. It's monstrous. And
I
the
mean,
wrong
he's a
kind.
demon.
Yes, but not all demons are evil.
Listen, all demons are bad.
Had-
Sort of their thing.
You wound me. But, I mean, I'm not bad, right?
No.
You've been
Well,
good to us.
Yes.
Yes,
good
of
to me.
course.
I mean, that doesn't make you good, though.
Oh dear, are we going to have like a conversation about morality at the moment? We can.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't say that I'm all good either. Which is why we like you. It's not like,
I mean, did you all not want to kill the demon?
Well, I'm fine with smashing anything. You say the word Greg, I smash. I understand this.
I
You
mean, I
understand
figured
this?
you had your reasons. It's just difficult when there's no communication, you know?
I see.
I think we have to trust when we invoke the name of Greg.
We do.
Trust each other to.
I mean, obviously, I went along with it. I wasn't going to break that.
No. Speaking of breaking that, we need to do something about this. I guess being charmed. It's awful.
Mm.
This isn't even the first time it's happened. We need to. I don't know. Craft something for it, perhaps? See if the keeper might have some sort of tool against it.
Maybe like some kind of anti-charm magic thing.
Yes.
A necklace or something.
Yes, a necklace, a ring, something of that nature.
Some magic underwear.
Oh,
Yes.
they come in different styles.
What is underwear?
Because
Oh,
they're
here we
harder
go.
to remove. Like if you have a ring or something, that's it comes off. But
Well,
if your underwear's under all your armor, I think we need
only
matching underwear.
certain- You'd have
You
to
better-
you'd have to charm me in order to get it off. So, impossible.
Unless it's just natural charisma, but that's a whole nother thing.
Checkmate bards.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So in short, we're good with killing this dude, but we just have to make sure that we keep it on the up and up and know that we are always going after for a good reason. And we trust each other, right?
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Yes.
I mean, as far as this is concerned, I mean, do we. Obviously, it's a bit late now, but do we all agree it was a good idea?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a demon. I feel like it ended up.
Well,
Who likes demons? No one likes demons.
I guess what I'm saying
He
is I
was-
feel like they probably did bad stuff that if I learned about it, if I knew about it, then they probably would have deserved it.
I love this so
Am I
much.
stereotyping? Am I stereotyping? I feel like I'm stereotyping, and I suddenly feel
a
bad about it.
bit.
Just a little bit.
Right. Let me bring it down a bit. So there are some dwarves that do terrible, terrible things, correct? And you don't trust them.
Some.
Yes. Same with demons. Not all demons are terrible and evil. Some
I
you
feel
can
like there's a
work with.
larger
And that's the important.
ratio, but
Yeah, the ratio is whatever ratio is.
Crunk is like, I want to be part of the conversation too.
Bigger
Synergy.
word. I can repeat that.
Let's
Synergy?
circle back.
No, I mean, I get what you're saying. All I'm saying is I don't regret killing this person
Agreed.
because I'm sure that they deserved it for a number of reasons that have to do with them personally. But
I agree with you.
yeah, it was just
Now,
sudden.
how do we use this to our advantage? Dealing with the other tribes.
Well, first we need his head.
Oh,
I feel like 2 heads on sticks will help. You know,
do we have another? Oh, well, do we have another stick to put it on?
I'm sure we could find one.
I mean, until we get to the keeper, we can do what we did last time and just put it on a javelin.
That's fair enough, I guess.
I've got 2 halves of a coconut.
I mean,
Oh yeah,
I
you
suppose
do.
we can consider the coconut.
Consider the coconut.
Consider
Consider the tree.
But what?
Oh,
You're welcome.
What can I say except you're welcome?
And that's the second time he sung that today, folks.
Sure is.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
We are.
who's that?
So, I see someone's watching the stream.
Okay. All right. All right.
Wasn't
All right.
me.
It was-
Wasn't me.
Are you guys ready for the tieflings to come in yet, or not yet? Because you guys can put that off till you're ready.
I think we've pretty much settled this.
Yes, we kill all demons. I understand.
No!
No, Krug.
Oh, wait, what?
We killed
Yeah,
most.
right
demons.
as the tieflings
Some
are
demons are
walking
good.
back in, they're just
No. No, not.
they're all just fight or flight frozen, just looking at him.
It's like, no. That's misunderstanding, mistranslation. Right.
Okay.
Anyway,
I trust you.
Demons that are full of predation and terrorizing people.
Yes,
yes, yeah.
those ones.
We'll
We can-
we'll
You guys seem okay
we'll,
so
we'll
far.
take it demon to demon.
So the demon by demon basis.
Yeah. We're gonna avoid profiling.
That's an abyssal practice. Ugh.
Okay. Would what are you planning to do with us?
Well, that's entirely up to you. The people of the cities are coming to the plains to make war and to probably re-enslave the plains as they have for generations at this point. I mean, to continue the status quo of using us here. We're aiming to stop that.
We want to recruit you.
Yes.
He kept us safe. We're not from here,
We will keep you free.
and this was a foreign place, and he kept us safe here.
You could consider yourselves under our protection.
Even if we don't fight?
Even if you don't fight.
Even if you don't fight.
We really want you to, but you do not have to.
Yes. And we wouldn't require the sacrifices your fellows made. No more exploding.
Where
Unless you want.
can those who want to fight with you go? Where should
Oh,
we
to the
gather?
castle.
Okay.
To the castle. And those that don't want the fight, come to the castle anyway. We will have plenty of things not fighting to do as well.
All right.
And plus, it will be delightful to be around fellows again.
All right. We're gonna go figure our stuff out and either try and make our way back to the Scar, or we'll come find you.
Fair.
And so
I do
they
hope to see you.
wave goodbye and depart.
Right. Someone mentioned a head.
Crunk? You want to share it off?
Something ominous about you doing that holding a kitten.
So, what do you want to roll for this one? Do you want to use a sword? Do you just want to just roll strength and just tear it off? What do you want?
He's already dead, right?
Totally dead, yeah.
Okay. So the Whispering Blade won't help me here.
His body didn't disintegrate, did it?
No, his body's
would-
right there. It's
Okay.
fine.
I would take out my my great axe and just
Executioner
Give it a
chop. Yep.
whack.
yep.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Ready
got
to
that.
roll
Now
it?
you want to put it on a javelin?
Are
Yeah.
there javelins around? Did somebody?
I carry javelins.
Oh, okay.
I carry javelins. I have big sticks all the time. You never see them right here. Wait, pull one
They're
out.
always there.
Yeah,
Always. I've got the axe, the sword, the javelins,
There's just so many things poking
a
out of your back.
backpack. I have.
I'm not very observant. Okay.
It is really high up. I am very tall and you are very small.
It's true.
Oh God, how tall am I again?
I'm like 7 feet tall.
You're 7
He's
feet
7.
tall.
You're
and
like a dwarf,
I'm-
so
like-
4.5, I'm guessing.
Oh
I'm like
gosh.
5.
Yeah, I think dwarves are.
Well, and then you have decreased mobility a bit. Well, I mean, not exactly, but like you are in bulky-ish armor. So like,
Yeah.
look at yeah.
Trying to
That's-
look up at my face is difficult.
Let's see. 4'2".
So where are
Oh,
you
wow, yeah.
where are you
Oh,
going
Like half.
now? Where's the
You
party
mentioned that
headed
there
to?
was trophies on the walls?
Yes.
What kind of
Well,
trophies?
Can we,
Mostly
like,
the
inspect
heads
them?
of humans or the skulls now. But of like humans and orcs, trolls, and a couple assorted. Actually, those who want to could roll a nature check to identify some of the creatures that are there, if they would like
I
to.
can do that, yeah.
Let's
I
see what we
suppose the
got.
druid could do that.
Woo.
So Win gives us a 15, Lucian gives us a 10, and the druid gives us a 6.
They're all like decayed, okay?
Wait, is this nature?
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh, I have nature.
Oh, please. Please.
Oh.
crit on it, please.
Oh.
Oh, you got
Oh,
a 12, so
dang.
that's better
Okay.
than most everybody
That's
except
better than
except
everyone
Win.
but me for
Yeah.
some reason.
So
I said-
Crunk just points at a thing. He's like, "Oh yeah, dire bear, right there. I know that." And Win points out the head of a rock, which is a giant eagle.
Oh.
Get it
Yeah,
now.
obviously. Mhm.
And also points out the head, or not the head, but sort of the top carapace of some kind of giant crab-like creature.
Oof.
With
Giant
its
crab.
two main claws like crossed underneath it.
That's cool.
And then also on the wall, you just see a shattered axe that's like broken. So it's a double-headed axe made entirely of metal. Like there's no cloth or wood or anything to it. It's entirely metal throughout the entire thing. Very angular, like hexagonal. Like the main body of the handle is like a hexagonal extrusion. the blades have a empty space inside of them, so they're the edge and the top edge and the bottom edge, but the inside is empty. But it has been like
Interesting.
shattered by something very heavy, looking like it maybe stepped or impacted on the side of it, breaking it into about 6 pieces. Actually, people, if they wanted to, could roll history on that.
I feel like whether we know what it is or
Sure.
not, we should like take it.
So we get Win giving us an 11, and Lucian giving us a 5. Is that all we're gonna get?
Switch that.
Doesn't
I
have to be
suppose-
religion, does it?
No, it's not religion. I'm sorry. And Denise
The
gives
Oh.
us
17 or
17.
history.
So I
Uh,
don't
Can't
know what
flip it,
any
you
of the
gotta find
animals
nature.
are, but
Denise, that like you're not 100% sure. You haven't seen a ton of them, but that looks very much like a dwarven thing.
Isn't that like a dwarven thing, Bria? Or what's your name in game? I forget.
Win.
Win. Sorry.
it's a
Win.
sure.
And yeah, now looking at it, it's definitely dwarven. Apparently, you
I
just
mean, it's definitely
glanced
dwarven.
at it. You're like,
I don't
axe,
know.
it's a barbarian thing. Don't worry about it. But yeah, no, it's a dwarven thing. When you take it down, it's got dwarven lettering along the handle, saying Brock the Charger wielded this axe.
Brock the Charger. Sounds like he drinks a lot of protein powder. What was that?
It was a miniature whale.
What?
They just go by sometimes.
I don't know. That's what it sounded like to me.
Okay.
Okay,
Sorry.
So what are we doing?
that's up to you guys.
should-
You're sitting around
We
in a
should take it.
hole. You're sitting
want
around
it.
in a black, dark, not dark, super dark, but a cave. What are you guys
I'm
up
used
to?
to this. This is fine.
We
I want this.
should.
I'm gonna take it off the wall. The axe thingy.
Yeah, you got it. You
We
and all
should
its
return it to the
pieces.
dwarven.
Can I put it in
Can I
the
hold it?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's broken into small enough pieces.
Gulp. All right.
We can get that back to its home. Absolutely.
All right,
Cool.
and
So I wanna see
so
if I can like fix it.
last
Is there
question.
anything?
Oh,
How big
sorry.
is this room? Do we need to investigate further? Or have we seen most of it.
I believe you've seen pretty much everything. The
Okay.
last thing to interact with that you have not interacted with is the sword that lays on the ground.
Aha.
Which
Well, that sword's way too big for me.
Kron.
Kronk, can you lift that?
I can lift it, but use it is another thing.
yeah, so it is a great sword for a 9-foot tall demon, and a great sword is usually a bit longer, or a bit longer than the user is tall. So this is a very big weapon. It's like Bloodborne or Dark Souls-y sort of weapon for Krunk to wield.
So it's a buster sword.
Yeah,
Can we fit it in the bag of holding?
I don't think so. It's too big.
Can't.
There's no way you can manage the handguard.
Oh.
We can stick it mostly in. Just what? Like it'll still be easier to carry.
You're not wrong.
It'll just be sticking out a little. It'll be fine.
This
You
is
just attach it to your belt
willful.
anyway.
Stop it. Just giving a perfectly
What?
good idea, and you're willfully being
I'm-
children.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we do.
How else are we
Yes,
gonna get
we
it?
should put it in the
Start-
bag of holding as
start
far as
with-
it'll go.
Far as it'll go.
It's like a sheath.
We might
That's
have
a
to
bit
ease
shorter.
it in a little bit.
Uh,
Mwah.
We gotta use protection, guys. Come on.
So as you are leaving the cave now,
I'm done.
Damn.
what are you
as
gonna
we
do?
cave,
Now you choose where you're going from here, and how you're gonna get there.
Let's go to the horsey guys. The
Good luck.
cavalry clan.
I suppose we should recruit the cavalry types. I wonder if they have archers. What do you think?
I would
Frank?
imagine so.
Do I know anything about them?
I mean, archery is a thing that all of the tribesmen know how to do.
Yeah.
But actually the more kind of renowned as the masters of it are actually the ones to the north-ish, the ones who have the forest and the greater reserves of resources, because they can afford to throw away things. Whereas the other people, pretty much all their stuff, they've got to keep it for the rest of their life. Whereas these guys can afford to fire arrows and not get them back.
Mm.
So you
So-
make your way through the little miniature canyons,
Opening.
through this rocky terrain, back to where the carriage was at.
Yes.
And
Was at.
yes, there you find the shattered remains of the porcelain horses that carried your carriage. You see,
Bastards.
impaled upon a spike, you see the head of the purple horse.
Fucking rude.
As well, shish kebabbed on the same one is the little worker mimic. And the actual body of the carriage is gone.
Who done this? Oh god, we shouldn't have left them. We thought that they would just follow us and like
I
not
take
care
the
about our
horse
carriage.
head and put it in the treasure chest thing because it's very special to me. My purple horse.
Denise, you would notice a bit of paper amongst the wreckage.
Okay. Is it in a language I can read?
It is in Mimic.
What?
It's in Mimic?
Yes.
Oh,
What?
no. Okay.
It is signed by appearing to be like the last words of the worker mimic before he
Oh.
was impaled, saying that we are defeated.
Obviously. Thanks.
I mean,
You can, if you are willing, you can remake us at the. Oh, thank you. Captain J Cross just resubscribed, giving Denise advantage.
Woohoo! Thanks.
So basically, the letter tells you that if you are willing, you can remake them back at the castle as you've been learning to do. But the ones that attacked came from the north.
From the north. Okay.
We have to whip some ass, cause holy shit.
So,
Should we go to the northern tribes first, or?
They attacked our people.
yes.
That's...
we first scoop up all the things, right? And put them in a bag of holding or something.
They are broken into enough pieces that you can do that. You load the equivalent of 4 horses worth of porcelain shards into your bag of holding.
Yay, extra dimensional bag.
So which is actually closer to us right now? The castle or the north?
The north by far.
Okay.
Equal distance from you is the cavalry people and the northern tribe with the resources. Or not the northern tribe, it's not one tribe, it's a bunch of clans. And yeah, the carriage brought you very far very quickly. And so it would be a bit of a trip to get there.
And we don't have any transportation circles. With the northern tribes, they probably don't have like a plaza, huh?
You could roll history at disadvantage.
Might as well.
Lucian can roll it regular. So Lucian and Crunk can roll history flat. Hang on. Crunk and Lucian can roll history, just flat history, and Win and Denise can roll at disadvantage to see if the northern tribe will had any plaza
Well, that's a
teleportation.
9.
You have to roll again.
Yeah.
You rolled a 15.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you have to roll again because you're at disadvantage.
No, I did. My first was 11.
Oh.
okay, so yeah. The
I wasn't paying attention.
the highest score comes from Win at a 15. Crunk gets a 7, Lucian gets a critical failure, and Denise gets a 9 total. All right.
Than, you're
Lucian's
muted.
just over here like, a what?
Sorry. Hey, yeah.
What?
Sorry, I was muted. Have I ever been there before?
Not really.
Okay.
Like, you've tussled with them every once in a while, but not actually gone into their homeland.
Okay.
Never
mind.
Win. How on earth would you know this? Ooh,
I can
actually,
sense it.
Ooh.
there are dwarven ruins that way that
Ah.
could have them.
We can try.
Yay,
You
dwarven
would still
ruins.
have to get there to be able to use it. But-
Yeah, we don't have like a...
But yeah, there could be one there.
Okay, to the north.
Let's rest first.
Yeah,
Hello.
I have like
Yeah.
20 HP.
Yes. You can just for
Yeah, but-
simplicity
Oh.
we'll make it be
Okay.
almost perfectly early morning at the end of your
Yeah.
long rest.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Troll regeneration after combat.
It is only
it
while
safe?
you are raging.
Oh, it's only while I'm so. Does my rage just end as soon as the thing is dead? just
What are the
curious.
rules for rage?
Well, don't you have that special rage too?
Yeah, don't I? I have a special
Okay.
rage.
I believe your rage
What?
is.
Rage.
Troll regeneration.
I believe you don't have the endless
I didn't-
rage yet.
I didn't think troll regeneration had anything to do with.
Yeah, no, I've made it so that it
You
is.
nerfed it.
I did because it's really powerful.
Okay, because I'm sitting here thinking like, why would I ever not have full points like 10 minutes after a fight?
Yeah, no, it's only while
Got
you are raging.
Okay,
Um,
I'll
Also,
add
I
that
need
to my.
rest.
but yeah, so you all can have your long rest and get started on your journey. For the first time in a while, you're actually just doing some regular walking to get somewhere with your fancy
So lame.
teleportation and super fast carriages.
Mimic carriages and whatnot.
Now you're just walking through a field.
I mean, it could be
This
worse.
is
It
fun,
could be a
guys. I haven't
forest.
done this in a while. Or ever.
Hey.
Have we ever done this?
Okay,
walked through
it
a
could be
field, that's-
that forest.
That's fair.
Hmm.
Normal forest, not so bad.
No, not since we walked together to the Mimic Knights or the Mimic King's castle. Have
Yeah,
walked
but we started
together.
out pretty close to the castle then too, didn't we?
We did.
So this is nice.
If we weren't on our way, if we weren't on an evil and on our way to wreak bloody vengeance, possibly, upon the people that hurt our mimics and took our carriage, this might even be more lovely. We should do that. We should do this more after the war.
Denise, as you guys are going, you point up and you're like, "Hey, look, there's a bird up there." And the bird begins to kind of come lower, and it just keeps getting bigger as it gets closer. And then you hear the screech of a hawk from it.
Awesome.
It's beginning to search around. This appears to be a rock, or a variant of a rock, which are these extremely large birds. It's spelled R-O-C. Yeah, they're really cool. But it appears to be looking for you. And you see that circling up above, it appears to have like 2 or 3 smaller ones that are maintaining a higher altitude, as it appears to be hunting for food for them.
How big are we talking?
It could pick up and fly away with an elephant.
Can I attempt like an animal handling to do like a whistle or something to either scare it off or calm it down?
It's like dragon size.
It
Rock
is.
call.
Yeah. To scare it off.
Call.
What
Either
scares a giant bird? A dragon.
The
I mean, I can change into some pretty cool stuff.
Actually, what you probably should do is roll nature to determine what you think would scare this thing.
Okay.
We would be having this conversation, or are you just thinking this?
Oh.
So a 10. Or sorry.
Probably.
My bad.
A 17 from Denise. Yeah, so you're pretty sure that the only thing that really scares this thing in, like, that it naturally would encounter would be fire.
Okay.
Because once its wings and feathers begin to catch a light, there's no saving it.
Sure. Okay, so there's a lovely bird above us with some other friends further up. I don't think they're friendly. They kind of look like they want to eat us. Perhaps we could start some kind of fire to scare them off. Anybody got some good fire damage?
We're in the middle of the plains, aren't we?
Yes.
Is there dry brush around us?
Yeah, so here's a...
It's a terrible
There
idea.
is dry brush that comes up to, like, mid-torso height.
Mm-hmm.
That goes on for miles in all directions.
I have thaumaturgy.
No pollution has no idea how bad an idea that is. Cool. All right.
Fire.
Wait, guys.
You don't want to try and make friends with it.
I could try.
I mean, if not, I can just set all this ablaze. It'll be easy.
No, well, I've got
No, but there will be
thaumaturgy.
a blaze. No.
Thaumaturgy can cause flames.
I have a firebolt.
That's true.
Yeah, but that's real flames.
Yes.
We want to really
I
scare it.
see
Oh,
what
she's
you're
rolling something.
saying.
Something is happening.
You see as it swoops down and begins to dive towards
dear.
you and impacts. You hear this terrible just boom of this giant air blast as it, picks up and veers off, to prevent itself from crashing into the ground. And if you all could roll me a strength save.
Strength, not dex.
No, this is a giant gust of wind. You're trying to just keep standing.
That's a 13
So out of-
for me.
Okay.
Oh no.
Lucian got a 0.
Lucian got a total of 0. Okay,
Zero.
so Lucian, you're like, oh boy, and you like accidentally like spread out your arms and like your coat like opens up and you just catch it, just go whoo, and then flip over backward.
Oh my!
The rest of you are
No, nature's terrible. Nature's terrible.
the rest of you are like pushed and buffeted, but you stay standing, and you see it, a giant like explosion of dirt about 15 feet behind you, where the
lands.
rock actually reached down and grabbed something else, not you, out of the grass and rips it up and carries it off, and you hear the screaming of someone in its claws.
Oh, well.
You can roll perception
being
to
followed.
get a look at him.
Oh,
I mean, I'm lying on my back looking up. Can I get advantage?
You have the wind knocked out of you, both literally and figuratively.
22.
Jeez.
No.
I've got dust
Okay.
in my eyes.
Yeah, so Crunk and Denise look up, and you see what looks like maybe it was like a dark elf or something. But it
Interesting.
ceases to scream as the screaming head is covered by its other talons, the talons of its other claw, and crushed.
Oh dear.
Okay.
And it begins to.
I-
Yes.
This was 15 feet behind us.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I am looking around for more dark elves.
You can roll perception for
Okay.
that.
15.
15.
Lucian is standing and dusting himself off.
You spot
Sitting there like,
tracks where it looks like maybe there was another person who was following you along with this person, but as soon as what just happened, the person started going off. But they are obviously crouching, so like they can't be going too fast. You could chase them if you wanted to.
I can tell which way they're going.
You'd have to roll would it be survival to like accurately track, but vaguely you're like that away-ish right now. If you roll survival, you can get a good beat on him and chase him down.
Oh, damn.
I got an 18.
18, yeah. You can chase him down.
I'm just take off. I don't even say anything. I'm like,
Uh,
I just start going.
very quickly
What?
as you're chasing them, we got a small raid. Awesome.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Very quickly, whoever you're chasing hears you and realizes they've been made, so they just stand up and begin to just sprint. Could you roll athletics to outrun them? I don't know if you have any
Can he?
stats.
I
that
don't know
help
how
that.
athletic I am. Oh my god!
Oh, 1.
Ow!
Okay.
Of all things.
I'm like, I got you, you little fucker! Ah!
As you're
Fall in a
running,
hole.
Please
Go for hole.
make there be like a ditch or something right there, and he just like
as you're running, you see the dark elf turn back. You see as she looks at you, her bright red eyes almost glowing brighter than the sunlight around you, and she flings just a little bag at you that kind of undoes itself and splats on your face as just goo and slime
Money
sticks
shot.
to you, and it's
Great.
this like glue that keeps you stuck. So you very quickly can't swing your arms, and so you just topple over unbalanced, and are just this.
Oh, dang!
Yeah, and just full speed, just thump, 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 thump.
How far away are they?
At this point, like 75 feet.
Can I pull a crossbow?
Yeah, they're running,
22.
but you can still do stuff to them.
and they must have just stopped.
By the way,
17.
if we didn't actually mention out loud, he got a 1. And
I
still
got
gets a total of a
one.
9.
So that's 22 to hit, and then 7 piercing and 5 poison.
Yeah, that hits. You see in the distance. You kind of squint. You're like, I gotcha, and fire. And it strikes them in the back, just a little like off to the left from the spine, kind of in the shoulder, like right under the shoulder blade. But they
Are they
keep
still running?
trying. Yeah, they keep trying to run, although a little bit uncomfortable now with a crossbow bolt in their back. Will any of you actually give pursuit?
Yeah, I'm gonna start.
I'm running.
All right. What
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. All right.
How long
You're
does
still in
this
range.
Last. How long am I money shot here?
Give me 1 second. We'll do everybody else's thing.
I would like
as-
to point out that my speed is only 25.
Okay, so you can choose to either.
Mine is 40.
So this is not exactly combat, where we're going to use the vague rules of combat. You can either dash, using up your action to double your movement, or you can do a thing and run your movement. The 25 certainly hits from Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
Let's see. Because he doesn't want to like kill them, but since it's force damage, he kind of wants to use it to knock them down.
Do you want to sacrifice, give them resistance to the damage by instead not really aiming to hurt, but to take them down, but to like knock them down, kind of targeting?
Yeah.
Okay, so they'll get resistance to the damage, but they'll have to do a save. Does that sound good?
Sounds good. Oh, good.
Yeah, very nice roll for your damage as well. 15, which is going to be
force damage. Is that
7
gonna
for
push
them.
them and hopefully trip them?
Well, force
Exactly.
damage is basically the
Hopefully, like shove them off the.
force damage
balance.
is basically D&D's like generic non-damage. Like it's they save.
damn.
What is your spell save DC? How about let's go with that?
17.
Okay, no, they save that. Sorry.
That's fine.
You see them you hit them as they're reaching the peak of a very a long step. You strike them in like the back of the knee to push them farther when they should be retracting that leg, but they manage to just turn it into a small like hop and keep going.
Dang, that's kind of impressive. Okay,
And now he'll
so
give chase.
hear me out.
Yes.
I've got this spell. It's stone shape,
Yes.
and it says I can shape a section of stone into any shape that suits my purpose.
What's the range on it?
So, I have to touch it,
Okay.
Mm.
but what I'm thinking is I'm going to shape it very quickly, like this, and have it like launch me. Would that be okay? Can I
Nice.
do that?
Yes, but give me a second to think of how that's gonna work.
Because I'm thinking like
That's gonna be more than one roll. Because I'm gonna need one roll for that's gonna be a dexterity saving throw to keep your balance in this throughout this whole thing.
You sure do.
oh, that's true. I could like switch spots with Van, but
What's
then
the
he'd be like really far behind.
Because of
But
the
also, would that
teleportation belt.
untie him?
yeah?
or
What's the
would
range on it?
like, The belt.
Yeah.
Mm.
Did I give it a range?
I don't know.
I should have.
Where
if I
is it?
didn't.
Just
Oh.
Where did I put it? Is the the thing?
can you switch with the dark elf?
Only with willing creatures.
I was
Okay,
about to
that's-
say, they
okay,
gotta be
yeah.
willing.
It's like, oh man, that
Yeah.
Am I wearing it? I don't even know.
Yeah, you were wearing it
I
because
just
it was your
remember
Yeah,
brother's.
you were
used
wearing
it.
it.
because you used it in our little
No.
tournament thing. In
Yeah,
my
it was-
plan.
She
But,
tried to, but you weren't willing at the
Tried to,
time.
yeah,
So
but-
yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
not
has the
willing.
coconut songbook signet ring library pouch.
Okay.
Um,
While you're working on that, we can rewind time and all we need. So we're gonna jump to other people as they're going. Denise, what is your movement as?
40.
40. So as you begin
So-
to go, so you take that one shot, and then from then on, you're just gonna be doing dash like.
Well,
ignore
how far
actions to
away
moves.
is he?
This person's obviously dashing, so they're gonna be making. If you only use your movement, they're going to be making 20 feet on you every turn.
I want to do wind wall.
Right on.
Let me. So a wall of strong wind rises from the ground at the point where I choose within 120 feet. So how far out is he?
Not that far. You can do
Okay.
that. You can totally do that.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. Up to 1 minute. What do I have to do to roll you? Oh, it's a save, maybe. Yes, strength
Yeah.
saving throw. Otherwise, 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Non-lethal, if possible.
Yeah. Let me roll the strength saving throw. Does 19 make it? I rolled really good.
Yeah.
It's actually a crap, like, that's at a +2 on their saving throw. I just rolled a 17.
Yes. That does save.
Okay.
And they'll take half.
So half as much.
So you still take damage, though.
Right. So 17 was my damage from that. And then poison.
Yep, and then you're poisoned. And so I'm reading this. So creatures that are small or smaller, smaller flying creatures cannot, or objects cannot pass through the wall. But so that's going to hit them, but then they can keep going through it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But that
and it's going to be like
so
straight ahead of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. So they're going to plow through it and take that damage because, like, they didn't see it coming because it's invisible air. Like, they didn't see it coming. They just get hit by it. Actually, you know what? They fail that save because they totally didn't see that coming. They're focusing on running. So they're going to take the full damage from that. And then they're going to cross over to the other side because they just keep going.
Ha.
All right.
And I'm just going to let that drop right away. I'm not going to leave it up.
Okay. And so, Crunk, you can make a strength saving throw. I wonder if you're any good at this thing. 15. Yes, you basically just, like, flop over into the dirt and just get it mixed up with dirt so you can rip it off. Like, it becomes more of a, like, bits of rock and gummy stuff. It becomes more like clay, and so you can just rip it off enough to get up, and you can start going. So you're gonna just chase after the person?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to catch up, and I'm gonna be like, "Stop trying to kill him! He's not trying to kill us!"
Yet?
All right, so
I said yet.
And my speed is 40, so if I'm dashing, that's 80. Am I gonna catch up?
yeah, you will. You will. And Denise would catch up eventually as well. So actually, what I'm gonna have, if I'm gonna jump over to what Wynn's doing, and then if all that's going on is we're just running, we're just gonna roll some athletics to. Actually, no, we're gonna roll con saves to see if anyone gets tired before you catch him, because catching him is inevitable. So Wynn, you are up. Please do a dex saving throw for me, and then please do essentially a magic attack spell roll.
Okay.
So that's a d20 plus your attack, your spell attack bonus.
Okay.
So a 17 on the dexterity, so you will maintain balance. So you won't go like flying off to the side due to just like stepping wrong on it.
So it's roll slash d20 plus my attack. That didn't work. How do I do it?
It's forward
Slash
slash
roll.
roll.
Oh.
Yeah, slash then roll. Okay. So yeah. Why doesn't everybody except Wynn get started on? Because she's not going to roll it anyway. Why don't you guys roll your con saves for me? Total of a 20. What? Just yeah. Hang on. Holy
Oh my
crap!
god! What?
What in
What?
the hell?
Everyone rolled an 8. Everyone rolled an 8 on their con save.
And we
Ooh,
all have different modifiers.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, total of an
special.
8. Not just rolled an 8, but total of an 8. All right. So each of you will take 1 level of exhaustion, which doesn't do anything yet. I don't
Okay, how
believe.
far do I go?
Or wait, no, yeah. It will give you
It's a
disadvantage on
disadvantage.
skill checks. Is the first
Well,
tier of
that's-
exhaustion.
Ooh.
Now,
Boo, hiss.
Win, describe to me what exactly your goal is. Where are you trying to land?
Is it too far to say that I want to land on the guy, on the elf? Is that too far away?
What is your spell stat? Is that wisdom for you?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you roll me a wisdom save to see if you've got the force, the power to do it. An 11. So no, you will land right about where
Like, just
Crunk
short?
fell over.
Okay.
But you do.
I'm mostly just trying to catch up
This
because
is-
I have.
Yeah, this is
Tiny
your first
leg.
reaction. So as everyone else was firing their crossbows or doing all their stuff, this was the first thing you do. You know, we're kind of going backward in time a tiny bit. So because of this, you will be able to keep up with everyone else.
Okay.
And you land, kind of a roll, get back up and get to run, and you stick with everyone else. You will all catch him. Crunk will tackle him or be able to do whatever he wants first.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do, Crunk? Because you're definitely the one who gets to him her first.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I just
Grapple,
want to
hold
like.
down.
I don't want to like. Not like roughly or violently. I just want to like just grab him like, hey, wait, stop, just stop running.
Okay.
And like grabbing shoulders and like just like. "Ugh."
All right. Please roll me athletics with advantage because you're coming at them from
Behind.
Yeah, from behind. An 18 will get them, I imagine.
Mhm.
No, they rolled a 19.
Why are you rolling so good?
I
today?
don't know.
That's
Um,
crazy.
I just want to be your friend.
So you reach out and you
Okay.
grab forward, and what you manage to grab a hold of is the crossbow bolt, right as she like jerks away,
Oh.
and you hear ah,
Oh.
as you now have that
Dive
in your
for the
hand.
leg.
I'm sorry.
Someone go for the leg.
Am I close
like a
enough
nice-
to dive at her? Like run and jump?
Yeah, it would be your turn next to do something.
Okay.
Do something.
Mid-air, I would like to shift
Oh god.
into
A dinosaur.
Yes.
Sword.
Fucking land on him.
I do love dinosaurs, but I think I'm gonna keep it to
A bear.
A cat.
An octopus.
I was thinking
Yes.
octopus.
Oh whale.
Octopus would be
That would be
great. You
am-
could just
that's
latch
perfect.
on.
But octopi can't breathe though outside of water.
You'd
can
have to hold your breath, which is con saves.
I don't think I want to do that. So I'm gonna go panther. And
Okay.
I'm gonna jump to like
Meow.
pin him down.
All right, roll me athletics with advantage.
Athletics is so not my thing.
All right, please. I rolled much worse this time. Not
Oh,
Come
wait.
on!
No, that has to be a panther. I'm sorry, I didn't do my panther.
what is that? What's the plus for the panther?
I don't know yet. Just a sec. I was looking at all the things I could change into. I didn't have panther pulled up. I'm sorry. 2. So 12.
That matches their roll.
Yes! Meets or beats.
Yep.
Yay!
So you managed to knock them over.
I am now standing on top of them as a giant panther.
And then immediately
Yeah, no.
Crunk would
Or meat panther, I guess. But
run into you as you and the person you're pursuing stops. So I guess Crunk, do you like jump over them or like? 'cause
Yeah,
it's just
totally.
A sudden
I would
stop.
I was like, what the fuck, Panther? And I'll just
Vault the cat.
I do like the pose, the football pose and everything. I'm just like hop right over.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
And Lucian's just behind. She's like, "Wait up!"
I'm gonna. I'll be there.
I'm just like,
that's
you should have.
right now.
You should have jumped. It turned out great for me.
You're just covered in dirt.
I'm just. This is fine. At least I don't have a level of exhaustion.
True, you don't.
And so between Crunk and Denise the Panther being there, the Dark Elf is entirely incapable of fighting back. She's like trying to like futilely like punch at you, like trying to get away, but can't.
Good.
Uh,
So who wants to get up in her face and be like, "Who are you? What do you want?"
I got it.
You're just like, "Old man, who are you? Get off my lawn!"
All right then.
Sound like me after running.
That's the point. He's not good at it.
Slurp.
City boy.
All right.
So be aware,
Mm.
you are at one level of exhaustion.
Yes.
I can also give you what is it? Guidance.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Good.
You touch one willing creature once before the spell ends. The target can roll a d4 and add that to an ability check.
Nice.
I like that.
And that's a
Perfect.
cantrip, so I can use it as many times as y'all want.
Hey. Right then. Hello there. Why were you following us?
Let me go. I can't be caught.
Actually,
They
Well,
you all would begin to feel a bit of a familiar thing in the back of your head. Crunk, particularly, this would itch as the presence of a Ithalid kind of creeps around, and you can almost feel its tendrils reaching past you. You're not the target of this psychic poke. These are tendrils that are focused entirely on the Dark Elf. They're like reaching.
okay, what would
for-
I have to do to like shut that down? Is that like a wisdom save?
Well, it would be if it were on, or actually it would be an intelligence save if it were on you. But to protect another person, how would you do that? I'm not opposed to that. How would you do that?
Well, I mean, you said that it's sort of reaching through me, right?
Metaphorically.
Okay, what if I do guidance on the elf?
Uh,
If I look at
someone
if I
would
look
have
at it, I'm
to
like,
convince. You would have to convince her to be willing.
"Look." Okay,
But yeah,
so I'm
that's
gonna be like,
totally-
all right, I've got advantage
it.
on persuasion. So I'm gonna like look her right in the eyes. I'm gonna be like, "Look at me. I feel that. Okay. Let me help you." And then
roll
should I
persuasion, please.
Okay, 14.
Let's see.
Didn't you say you had advantage?
Well, I mean, I have like a good modifier.
Oh.
Per what is it called when you check the little box?
The person entirely fails their charisma against you. They rolled a 2. First bad
Okay.
roll they've had so far.
Well,
All right.
it's a good one to fail.
And just for a moment, you see that they're becoming, like, continually being more and more overcome with fear. They're terrified. But just for a second, they're calm enough to look at you in the eyes and say, "Okay, please, please."
Okay, so I touch them and I cast guidance, and then I tell them to roll. Well, I
Gonna do
Don't
that
roll.
all the time.
basically like I look in her
Roll over.
eyes and I'm like resist it, like, and
Can you roll me just your charisma? Just your charisma. This is you just trying to. Yes.
Oh, damn.
Total of a 20. Very good roll
Nice.
on your flat charisma. So this is definitely going to help. They rolled a 19 plus 1d4. A total of 21. They managed to resist the push of the Ithalid for now. But it reaches into her mind and then kind of flinches and recoils, unable. But it doesn't, it's away, but it feels as if just outside of vision, it's still hanging around. It still exists. But currently you, and Wynn, you get the impression that you specifically are keeping her safe for now.
I got
Right.
the good feels.
We know what those are.
All right.
Denise,
We can.
Crunk, we
Yeah.
need to get her out of here.
We need to get her to the
Okay.
keeper, or something.
Come with us. We won't harm you. Apologies for the bolts and things. We know what you're up against. We fought them before.
I'm going to dump some cure wounds on her,
All right.
if that's okay.
Yeah. I made a mistake, but I can't fix it. They
I cure her for 2.
for 2. Okay.
You did your best. Healing spells
When you try your best.
healing spells are fucking
They're always
ridiculously useless.
disappointing when you roll the amount of healing you do.
Always.
You're like,
Yeah.
greater healing spell. You're like, 8?
Yeah. What?
So she still looks really beat up.
She still looks pretty hurt, but she doesn't seem to care about that at all. She's just like very terrified and panicky about what's going to happen to her mind. She say
Right.
that
We need to get you going.
it owns me. It owns my mind. I can't get away. It
Oh, just watch.
Mm-hmm.
First, drink this and hands her one of the superior healing potions.
okay.
Drink this.
All right, roll that for me.
Uh,
That's why I give them to you, so that you guys have to remember how many dice a superior healing potion is. Because I don't.
It's 46, isn't it?
46.
I don't.
40, yes.
I believe all healing potions are D4s. Just more and
Okay.
more and more
Yeah.
D4s.
It's more and more.
okay, so
Like magic
Like
missile.
44 plus 4. And...
is that right? Yeah.
8d4 plus 8.
Eight.
Oh,
Okay.
84. So
It's not
hold
good.
on.
Yeah, we'll just
Plus 8.
scrub that last roll. Just
There we go.
yeah. Okay.
Well, I just added
Okay.
them together.
Cool. Right on.
22.
22 healing. That helps. And they begin to, like, not really, like, for a moment, they just take one, like, clean breath that's not hampered by a slight lung puncturation. And, like,
Doo-doo-doo.
and then get right back into panicking. But you guys physically see the signs of healing. You see, the minor scratches that she's gotten through, just running through the grass, and the wound on her back, it heals up. But she's still just, what can I do? How? What could you do?
Look at us. Look at us.
We know
Look
people.
at us. We can
We
help
are
you with
people.
this.
Little guy.
We've fought them before. We've defeated them before.
But
We've defeated some of them.
You need to remain strong.
they've made so many friends.
Mm,
They're
are
And
you
they've
sure
made the
about that?
wrong kinds of enemies.
It's true.
they're dug in.
Listen, we can help you.
And you see that you feel the tendrils begin to reach in, and she this time begins to summon up a bit of her own strength, not just relying on you. Due to your encouragement, she holds up some strength, and you can almost see, especially like Lucian and Denise, who are a bit more kind of magically attuned, you can almost see, like if you catch detect magic, you would get a good visual of her summoning up her force, her will as a shield. But that takes up everything in her, and she is unconscious. She falls unconscious, but she is
That's probably better.
shielding herself.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
Our Mimic King.
To the Mimic King.
Hello.
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 My lord.
Hello.
Yes.
It's
Hello.
Hello.
Are you there?
yes.
Hello.
Oh, good. We need
It's...
you.
Don't be so specific.
We have an issue again. Can you
There-
We did
someone
something
get
again.
There's a girl being chased by the
Dad,
Ithalid.
will you pick us up from the mall?
Dad, I fucked up.
Right.
Don't tell Mom.
Promise you won't. Tell
Okay. Promise you won't be mad. No, just kidding. All right. Here's what's happening.
You know we
So
love you, right?
the cart, the carriage was taken, the horse is shattered, the footmen impaled by the people to the north. We were on our way there. We were attacked by a rock, awful creatures, and then we met this dark elf who is being attacked by the Ithalids. Apparently, she belongs to them. How can we best protect her?
Find the Ithalid that she is bound to and kill it. Ooh, hey.
Rock.
Subscribe, yes. That makes sense.
Subscribe to your own channel, man. Awesome.
That makes sense. Who gets the
About
advantage?
time. Yeah, who gets the advantage?
Me.
No, not the DM. He's gotten enough good rolls
He's
tonight.
got like 4.
No, I used up my I only had one. I've only had one this whole game, and I used up my last one in the last session.
No, it's fine.
All right. Anyway,
I've ever gotten
You
one.
still don't deserve it.
I have yet to use any of mine.
Oh,
Yeah, Denise
Whoops.
has like 12 and hasn't used them.
I believe 2 regular and 1 greater.
3 regular now because of
3 regular and 1 greater. 1 nice.
Jack.
I should
Wow.
give one to myself so I had any.
Right, yeah, that's
All right.
Give it
You
to
must
Grunk.
slay the Ithalid that she is bound to. A greater.
So we'd have to find it.
Lucian's going to look up.
You want to roll perception at disadvantage because you're exhausted?
Yeah.
Anyone who wants to can do that. Win is not exhausted. The
We
rest
can
of
do
you
what?
are.
Oh.
Perception.
Mm.
An 11
So that's-
for Lucian. You see the rocks are circling around as they are. Win gets a 21, very nice, and Krunk gets an 11.
Damn.
And I'm sure Denise's will
I'm
be
afraid
great.
for later on in the game.
A
22.
20. That's a disadvantage though, because you're exhausted. Because you got an 8 on your con save. But anyway, so you all Krunk like spots them and
11.
is like, yeah, they're up there. The rest of you see with a bit more detail that they're circling around and they're doing kind of a, you know how like military jets can refuel in midair? They
Oh.
are handing out the scraps of the dark elf that they caught to the younger rocks
Oh,
in
dear.
midair. That's what they're currently doing up there.
Oh boy.
And in
idiots.
fact, you would see like a single drop of blood fall and like land on the cheek of this dark elf.
You.
What are the odds?
I'm gonna like wipe that off. That's kind of nasty. and then like on the ground, like.
If the Ithalid that controls her can do these things, it should be somewhat nearby.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Do we
Can I
see
track
anybody
it?
riding the rocks?
Yes, that's what I was specifically looking for.
Yes.
No, you don't spot that.
Okay.
You.
Is there any
Who
way-
got the best roll? Win.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
You can confirm at least that there are no like straps coming on the underside of them. Obviously, you can't see the top of them, but you don't see any straps to hold like a harness or a saddle of any kind.
So if there's anything up there, it's riding bareback,
Yes.
which is difficult.
On a giant flying bird, I imagine.
But I mean, can't the Ithalids float?
Well, they can like levitate a little bit, right?
Yeah. Well, all you'd have to do is levitate and then hold on. Theoretically.
Theoretically, yes.
Anyway, I'm getting off topic.
Okay, I'm looking around.
So what's
Yeah,
the
Is
plan?
there any way
actively
we
look-
can like track it through the tendrils? Like I can
Ash-
sense it.
She's unconscious. Damn.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, but like
is there a way
I
to, like,
Yeah,
we
with
mentally-
the
can
itch-
sense it.
Can the itch work like a radar? Can I tell which direction
Like
the
a
itch came
dowsing
from?
rod.
This way.
No, I don't think so, because at that point Ithalids would be kind of useless. Like I'm giving you guys stuff right now that normally you don't get. Normally it's just like poof, that guy's
Would-
brain explodes.
Yeah.
Detect magic help me find them?
Detect
They
magic.
I would like
don't
to use
use
my
magic.
magic.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
psionics. Yes.
So no.
Yes.
Which is
Um,
different
I
somehow.
cast detect psionics.
It's
Yeah.
I've never had that explained to me, but it's not magic. But it does magic-y stuff, and they can shoot fire.
It's brain power.
No, it's pyrokinesis.
Well, yeah, but
That's
Yeah, I know.
telekinesis, Kyle.
Mind.
Would survival help me track them if they're on the ground?
yes.
What? But they float. Okay.
You
13
don't
for disadvantage.
yeah, you don't particularly see any tracks that would be pertaining to any Ithalid.
Do I see anywhere
Well, I'm gonna roll
that
two then.
would, like,
Okay.
make sense for Illithid to hide?
What about a
The
16?
only like decent hiding spot is like to the north. You guys are starting to be able to see the forest.
So the
Mm,
most
So we might go
likely
for the
place.
forest.
Unless it's like under you.
is that a hint?
Have I ever been on this field before?
I'm sure you've like killed something here before. Yeah.
Sweet. All right. I would like to invoke my excellent memory for maps and geography,
What?
and I can always recall. I have Wanderer as my background.
Oh, very nice.
So
Ooh.
it says you have an excellent memory for maps and geography,
Ironically.
terrain, settlements, and other features around you.
Nice.
Very nice. So you know that the closest thing to, or no, sorry, the permanent settlements of the of some of the tribes are in the forest. You know that. You know that they don't. They use the plains here for feeding animals and for hunting and stuff, but generally it's kind of dangerous because this is the native place of rocks. So it's hard to do anything permanent when those giant birds are around.
Do I know if there are caves or anything underneath us?
Not that any of the tribesmen are aware of, anyway.
Okay, so I've never found a.
Yeah, you've never found any, and you've never met anyone who told you about one.
Sweet. Okay, I think we should look in the forest.
Okay, cool.
You said look in the woods.
Well, I said forest, but yes, woods too.
Sorry, my it went when you said that, so I was like,
All right.
That's what I said. I
Okay.
said.
So
Can I-
again, I'm gonna make an assumption. I assume Crunk carries the dark elf.
No, put her in the bag of holding.
No, she'll die.
No.
Well,
You
it's
put
open a
elephants
little
in
bit.
there,
Just up to
right,
her.
Dan?
Just up to her
Just
neck. It's
leave
fine.
her.
She won't die.
I just look like a silly dwarf, and I pick her up and fling her over the shoulder, and
All right.
Take off.
Fireman carry.
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're tracking Ithalids into the woods.
Yeah. No one has
We
actually
hope.
seen any tracks to follow, as
Well,
they
I
float.
rolled survival.
Yeah, they still float, so it kind of you can't really.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Wait, you said they float,
Yes.
but this
We're
is
all floating
waist
down here.
high brush. Yeah. Would there be any disturbances to the brush up above? Like would they have brushed it with their
If there
tentacle
weren't
feet? I don't
the
know.
winds of a
Scrap.
plane,
Tentacle feet.
it would it
Mhm.
maybe leave them disturbed in some fashion, but there's too many winds and other variables that would, I think, prevent you from
Okay.
tracking them that way, if they even did
Thanks.
travel this way.
Sorry, quick off topic, but somebody tied a red balloon to one of our sewer grates in our neighborhood the other day, and it's hilarious.
Oh, that's
Oh
amazing.
God.
Georgie.
Funny.
All right.
Anyway,
As you begin to enter the forest, the woods, Denise will obviously notice several orcs and half orcs and an
My people.
ogre and actually some elves of some kind, or maybe half elves. They don't seem to be the kind of refined kind elves that you're familiar with, more kind of wildling elves
Okay.
hanging up in the branches. All of them are equipped with a weapon, and it is out, but they're not standing here ready to ambush you. They're standing around hello, outsider, and kind of a welcoming party kind of gateway into the forest.
Oh,
I say,
there's people here with weapons.
I,
Did they seem
I,
okay?
I take the dark elf, and I'm like, I found your friend.
Don't know
See
her.
if they react. That is a good thing. That was a best.
That was a test.
She needs medical attention. Can you help her?
Hmm.
You don't know.
Maybe.
Uh-oh.
He'll be back in a second. Yeah, so they're all about, the one speaking for them is actually the ogre for some reason. He's doing the talking. Says, we got a medicine man.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
Do you have any illithids?
A what?
Squid
Does
face.
Does your brain
Mushroomy?
feel itchy?
Medicine man.
Oh, no.
Oh, then we would love to see them.
Yes, please.
Yes. Yes, take us to them. He's not smart enough that we would have to roll deception or anything. Right?
Actually, please do. Not against him, but against others observing.
But what if, am I deceiving him if I really want to meet the medicine man?
No, this is more against their insight, against murderous intent.
Oops, I rolled a disadvantage, but I got an 18 on the first one. Would that be, that wouldn't be disadvantage.
No, you're good. You're
Do
good.
do we all have to deceive?
No, we're all at disadvantage still.
Denise didn't talk.
No.
But Lucian and Crunk talked, so they
Okay.
had to. Lucian got a 16, and Crunk got an 18. All right. And the ogre says, "All right, this way. Well, and so as you begin to walk, he kind of begins to chat with you. What will you give us for fixing her?
What do you
Mm.
need?
What you got? We're tradespeople.
Are you trading?
We got I got 2 halves of a coconut.
What's a coconut?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's quite valuable.
We'll talk about it once we get her fixed up then.
No, business first. I remember that. Deal first. We have time.
Well, we'll give you the coconut then.
Can I see?
Yeah,
Just let him see it.
I guess. So I guess I'll pull it out. It's edible.
It's not much food. It's tasty.
Well-
Oh, incredibly so.
I love it.
It's a delicacy.
In a lot of places.
I
He's
don't
considering
know.
the coconut.
He's
And he looks up and begins to speak Orcish to one of the half-orcs that's climbing through the trees and following
What
them.
does he say?
I speak Orcish.
I speak Orcish. I am
Yeah,
half-orc.
you hear him say, that axe I gave you last week, you give it to the medicine man? And he says, yeah, and you give me half. Yeah. Deal.
Wait, what? Axe?
Half of what?
The coconut.
Okay.
Fair enough.
We have to pay the medicine man too. See, we's tradespeople.
Indeed you are.
Interesting. How long has your medicine man been here?
Since before winter.
Uh,
What season is it now?
It's like mid-summer fall, like middle between kind of summer fall transition.
Like October?
Yeah.
Did you have a medicine man before that?
Not really.
Hmm.
Mm.
And just to be sure, has the tentacles, right?
Yeah. Yeah, tentacles. Real smart dude.
Hmm.
Clever guy.
He sounds very smart.
Yeah, can't wait to meet him.
He's a goods tradespeople.
He trades people, yes.
Oh, I'm sure he
That
does.
too.
Yes.
Hmm.
We don't
Did
do
he
that
like
around
that?
here, so we told him to stop.
Oh, that's good.
Did he stop?
I guess. Don't see him trading people.
That's
Well, I
just
didn't
good.
buy any, so.
Didn't buy any
Wait.
either. That's a good thing.
That's an interesting question. So, you don't like that around here? You don't like slavery, correct?
Unless somebody did something really bad, then we make them turn like a mill or something.
That makes sense. A
Mm,
just
that's-
punishment.
That's punishment.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's not slavery.
So, slavers are unwelcome with your people.
I guess.
They're not welcome.
They can
with my
pass
people
through.
either.
I see. How would you feel if you found out someone lied to you about being a slaver? Like they said, "Oh, we don't do that," and then you find out that they do that.
We tell them to probably leave.
I see.
So are you in charge of that sort of thing, or is there someone else who takes care of that?
Nah, we work through tradespeople stuff, and so no one's exactly in charge here.
Okay, so
You
you all
just-
just sort of as a
Oh.
group.
Well, we make decisions by trading things.
you trade something of value, and whoever has the thing of the most value makes the final decision?
No, if I want to go raid a caravan,
Hmm.
I go give some stuff to people I know, and then they go with me, and we go do that.
Barter.
And then you split what you have when you raid.
No, it was my job, so I get the stuff. I gave them stuff
Oh.
to come with me.
Oh,
I
okay.
see. Oh, that's fascinating. I actually really like that style. We should keep that in mind for later.
Ah, here we go. And so you come up on what appears to be kind of half of it is those dwarven ruins that you'd seen before or heard about before. There's about 2 stone, much older architecture than you've seen before, like relatively primitive compared to what you saw in the dwarven holds.
I cast Detect Plaza.
You currently do not see one directly, like immediately in view.
Oh,
I like how Detect Plaza is just.
But so these 2 dwarven buildings look like they might have been like outbuildings or something. Like they're just 2 like smaller stone huts. They're not anything grandiose. And then the rest of the village is like made out of sticks and rocks and lumber and whatnot that's been cut out of the forest.
oh, this is fascinating. I never got your name.
Brew.
Shogun.
Brew.
What? Brew, lovely to meet you. I'm Lucian.
I brew.
Oh, brilliant. I would love to
Hey,
talk
me
to you
too.
about that later.
You do? What kind do you make?
Mostly meads.
I make peach.
Peach?
Peach what?
Peach brew.
That sounds awesome. I want to try some sometime. Maybe I'll trade you for it.
Yes. Okay.
Later though. We'll
Yes.
get to. We want to meet the medicine man first.
Yes.
Well, maybe not. I'm curious. I'm looking at these buildings around here. Would you happen to have one that's circular? Perhaps has a door in it.
Sometimes.
Oh, yes.
Maybe even just-
I know. It's the tradesman.
Yes.
Yes.
He taught us.
He knows Steve.
Yeah.
Oh, we love Steve. Good friends.
Oh
I was
yeah.
wondering, before we go to the
He definitely
medicine
loves
man,
us.
could we go visit Steve briefly?
We see if he's here. But yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
That'd be perfect.
This way. So you go along and you go around a bit of a hill and come around and you see that on this side there's the plaza out there in front made of old kind of Stonehenge-y design, very primitive archways of stone and such. And there seems to be a bit more of dwarven ruins that kind of stretch into the hill.
Interesting.
Well, yeah. It's pretty on brand.
Yeah, the door is there.
Perfect.
All right. Are we gonna pop in and see Steve real quick?
I'll meet you.
Yes.
I'll meet you in the village.
Okay.
Okay.
We
Thank
might
you,
be a
Brew.
little bit, but yes, Brew, we'll meet you shortly.
Yes. And he heads off.
All right,
I
now
like
that he's
him.
gone, why don't we, go visit Steve first, and then see if we can do anything to help this poor woman here. And if Steve can't help us, why don't we just send her back to the castle?
Good call.
If we can paste, well,
Yes.
can he
perhaps getting
transport
a
people while they're in?
No.
No, he was very
we
clear
went through
about
that.
something about that. I didn't understand one word of it, but
It would
Bad.
unmake our existence or something. It was.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not.
yes, exactly.
Very
Cry.
bad idea.
It wasn't good.
It was real bad.
Yes.
No, don't do it. I said,
Okay.
okay, Mr. Steve.
Okay.
Well, let's go and see him.
All right.
Knock,
Steven!
knock.
Steven!
Steve.
As you like knock it, you kind of push the door open a little bit.
Perfect.
Okay.
Hello, Steve.
Hi there. How's it
Long
going?
time. Long time.
Oh,
I feel like it's been a long time.
goodness me. It's been an
It does.
experience. So, we're here at, I guess I'll call it Brews Village. Are you familiar?
Yes, yes. I just call it the woods. It's a bit of an odd place. Don't tell anybody about it. I wasn't supposed to talk to them.
That's
Oh.
fine. We won't.
Oh.
Yeah, no problem.
It's all good.
We're happy that you're here.
Very.
What can I help you with?
do you know about
So, yes, do you happen to know the medicine man?
The medicine man?
Mm-mm.
He's apparently an Ithalid.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't take sides. Sorry.
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't
fair.
know.
I mean, we weren't asking you to like attack it or anything.
No. Although, however, we are potentially looking for something that could stop us from being charmed. You were
Mm-hmm.
having one hell of a time with that.
I have an item that could help you with that, but it remains for the final piece to be placed in it, which I have the piece. But I have to pick how I want it to be.
Oh.
I can either make it an item to let you share the burden and help each other out,
Wow.
or one that the charm made for the gambling man.
Explain.
All right, so in mechanics terms, you get to choose for the charm to either give when it's when a person who has it is charmed, they get to designate one teammate or one willing creature within 30 feet of them to also make the save with them. If either of them succeed, then they pass and neither of them are charmed. If they both fail, they both get charmed.
So it's very Monty Hall. I like it.
The other option is you get advantage on all initial saves against getting charmed. If you fail, you get disadvantage on the ones to break out.
I like the other one, the other option better, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think friends
All right,
helping
so wait.
friends is a good idea.
If we have advantage and we make the advantage check that first time, are we immune the rest of the time, or what happens?
You mean for the second one?
Yes.
So it's like a normal. So like when the guy tried to use enslave on one of you, he cast it on an individual. You make a save. If you succeed the first save, then it didn't hurt you, and so this one would give you advantage on that first save. But if you
Then if they
fail it,
cast it again,
yeah,
Oh, gee.
if they cast it again,
You get
you'd get
advantage
advantage on
again.
that one as well. But if you fail it, you'll get disadvantage on the ones to break out of it.
yeah.
That's vicious.
Or you can do the
Makes
one.
it easier to beat, but if you don't beat it, it makes it much harder to get out of.
Yeah, the other one makes it easier to get out because you
I
share
feel
the
like the
burden with a
friends helping
teammate. But if
friends
you
is a better
fail,
option.
both teammates are separately charmed.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
So that's the risk of each of them.
That's good though. That's cool. Oh shit. Well,
Oh,
So
wow.
if
now I'm thinking
you
the
risk-
advantage one is
Mm.
the advantage one only works for one person though, right?
Correct.
So whoever's
It's
wearing
the
it.
wearer. Yeah,
So
oh gosh.
one person.
And we're
versus
only going to have
possibly
one of
everyone.
them total.
correct.
Or are we going to have... Oh, all right.
You're currently going to only have one. You might be able to get another one later, but currently you only have one, and you have to pick which one of these two it's going to be.
Ooh.
I mean, Crunk is the one who needs
So-
it most, right?
Yes.
I'm an idiot.
All right, so who's What's everyone
Yeah.
else's wisdom save? I got a 4.
+3. I
4.
think.
-1.
Oof.
Yeah, +3.
My wisdom save is -1.
So
It's
if
good,
we-
right? I did a
I,
good job.
Oh wow.
Actually, why don't we
huh.
take a break right now while you guys think about it?
Yeah.
And
Good call.
we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Give me 1 second to set everything up. But yeah. So, yeah, I feel pretty happy about giving you guys a complicated thing to think about. Actual good decision.
Very
All right.
monkey paw.
All right. Give us a minute. We'll be back in a few.
I'll be there for you.
We've been live for the past 3
I'll be
seconds.
there.
We're just singing about how we have each other's
You've been
backs.
there
It's a
for
beautiful
me
moment.
too.
Okay, so
Tell me why.
by Sonic,
Tell me why.
by Sonic pointed out that there's a thing that Crunk has had for the past 2 levels.
Basically, since we started.
Yeah, basically
That he
since you
never remembers.
started. So,
Ever. Hey, guess what? The rest of us will now.
yeah.
Yeah, we
right.
definitely are.
So, choice is yours. What are you gonna do? You're going to take the sharing version of the charm, or the gambling version of the charm.
I think the sharing version is going to be the one.
But when you call it
Yeah.
the gambling one,
It sounds more fun.
sounds cooler.
Because ultimately we support each other, and that's what makes us strong.
So he
This
pulls.
ship is built on
Oh.
friendship.
So he pulls out a little. It looks like a racing medallion, like Olympic winner medallion, except with like a big hole punch run through it, so it's more of a ring. And then he takes a little. It looks like a tiny Monopoly house, and sets it in the center of the ring, and then picks the thing up, and you see it floats and hovers in the center of that ring.
Ooh,
That's neat.
Here you go.
I like.
Thank you.
That will be 32,000
Yes,
That's
right.
what?
What do you want?
gold.
Gold, right?
Gold.
All right.
Yes.
We'll get that in a moment. What?
Anything
Sorry, what?
else?
Crunk's got your money.
Thank you.
Baby, I
He's
got
like-
your money. Don't you worry.
Right. Do you happen to have any more of those dragon breath potions?
I've
I love
scrunched
this.
up one more.
Oh, thank
Oh.
goodness.
Do you have any other really cool stuff?
Yes.
Well, we could take another superior healing potion and use one.
I have a sky throwing spear.
A sky
what?
throwing
What?
spear.
Terrible naming. Excuse me.
Yes.
Tell
Here.
me more.
And he pulls out what looks like a like a little metal throwing spear.
Okay.
With runes etched along it.
Runes.
I have 2 of these. And you throw them, so it requires some good skill. In fact, they're a bit unwieldy. They're hard to throw. However, they are functionally the spell Lightning Bolt.
Oh.
Ooh.
Why is it called a sky throwing spear?
Because the person who made them sat around in a cloud and flung them at people.
Oh, that makes sense.
Damn it,
but
Zeus.
like I was saying, they're a bit unwieldy. So perhaps an individual
Someone who can jump into the air really high and then
So they're heavy and strong. Like it takes strength to throw, or
Yes.
like you need dexterity. Okay.
You need some strength to carry them and wield them properly. Do not, under any circumstances, strike with them in melee.
oh, because it'll hurt you.
Oh.
Double electrocution.
Also, do not, under any circumstances, use both of them at the same time in any way.
Why?
Oh, hang on, Lucian dropped it for a second.
So you're telling us we shouldn't cross the streams?
Something like that.
What, just out of
So like if
curiosity, what
you just
happens?
hold both of them, is that
Um,
bad? Or is it like
holding them's fine, but if you are actually using them, they kind
I was to like stab someone with both of them like this, it would be really bad, right?
Yes, I would doubt you would survive. I
Would
Just
they?
making sure.
the target would be
What
worse off, but the person stabbing with 2 of them would be quite poorly off as well.
What if I was wearing all rubber?
We don't know what rubber is yet.
What is rubber?
I don't believe that
Tell me more.
this plane has reached that level of technology.
Oh,
We didn't
Oh, I
invent
don't know.
bombs.
sorry, my bad. What if I was covered in dirt?
That wouldn't help.
I mean,
You are.
I mean, like, it's like a ground. I mean, like caked in like enough that it would might like insulate me from it.
What if you were to use a blue
yeah,
drag,
we're-
like gloves made from a
Just
blue
throw one at a
dragon
time. It's
scale?
fine.
Yes, but imagine.
Throw
if
one
you
at
had
a time. I
I
did
mean,
it.
yeah,
I'm
but
crunk and I
whatever.
get it.
What if?
Crunk. But listen to this, Crunk.
I'm listening to this.
What
crunk.
if? Okay, what if you had blue dragon scale gloves, so protection from lightning, and then you did it?
I think that would negate some of it, but the interaction between two of them is something greater than just a bit of electricity.
Fair.
It's like yeah.
So, like, if you're wearing the gloves, you could theoretically stab with one of both of them. Is maybe a stretch.
Yes. The stabbing with melee will include you in the effects of the lightning bolt.
I'm only
Using
going-
two of them is something far greater and far more dangerous.
Okay.
Just give it to me, please.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
We'll
here
take.
you
I
go.
mean, we'll take them.
I-
We're just like.
I'm big enough to
We're just
carry it. I'll
spitballing,
take
you
them.
know.
I'll,
Alright.
Are you?
So you pay for those.
Wait, not done.
Yeah.
All right.
More money.
What else might you have? Look,
Do you have any theoretically dragon scale gloves? Preferably blue.
out of curiosity.
Actually, little birdie told me you might want these things here.
Little birdie. How did
I haven't talked to any birds lately.
little birdies can't talk. They just tweet, tweet, tweet.
So
Denise.
I have
What have you done? Yes. What do we have?
I have this little stone amulet. So he pulls out, and it looks like just actually a clay figurine of a person, about 4 inches tall. When
That's nice.
Mets, you get another regular advantage from Sullivan.
Damn it,
Oh,
Max.
nine.
She's got connections.
Throck never gave his out. I'm taking it.
Fair.
I don't
No,
know.
he didn't give it to me.
You've
Oh, did he really?
Oh, did he?
fans know him
Yeah.
longer.
I'm never.
Oh.
gonna get one.
I didn't
Scroll
see
up
it.
a little
Okay.
bit. Yeah.
Whoops.
Okay, cool.
I try to steal.
When you crush this amulet here, you get to share your defensive capabilities with your allies within 500 feet
Wow.
Oh.
for about 12 seconds.
What?
That's
How
like
does that
one turn.
work?
We're talking. This is like a one-time use deal, huh? Or at least
These are where I got them. These are used in big battles to counter giant barrages of artillery fire.
Oh, I see. They're
Well, that
useful.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be useful in case anything uses fireball.
It won't actually.
What? You just said. Well, I guess
defensive
fireball
capabilities
is-
is in lore speak of AC.
Yeah.
Fireball doesn't hit your
Oh.
AC. That's a saving throw.
Oh, I didn't know. I play Dungeons and Dragons. I know things.
It's all right. Are you interested in it?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
Add that to the list. Right. Yes, we're looking for rings, necklaces, boots, things of that nature. Magical in nature.
Magical gear. Yes. All right.
Yes.
Well, I currently have given you all of the stuff I've had on hand, but I can prep that. Next time I meet you, I will definitely at least have 2 more of those dragon breath potions.
Hell
Good,
yes.
good, good.
and
I
I
love
will
those
bring with
things.
me some gear.
In fact,
Taste.
Krunk, why don't you hold on to this? He's gonna hand Krunk the Dragon Breath Potion to the person that hasn't done this. Oh, Matt, thank you.
Okay.
Enjoy.
So Mets
Wait,
gave
what happened?
a
Aw.
regular advantage to all of the
Everyone.
other Mimic Knights. Wow. Very
Aw.
nice.
Miss Moneybags over here.
Spreading the
Moneybags.
love.
Wonderful. All right.
All right, making a note of that so I don't forget to have.
Yes.
So, did anyone write down the amulet?
Not yet. Who? Well, we're
I got
giving
it.
it to you, right? Anyway, so
Fair. Yep, I got it.
Who wants the
Amulet
little
protection.
figurine thingy?
That's what.
I have the highest
and-
AC,
oh,
don't
right.
I?
Yeah, I think so, because mine's 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20. I'm at 15.
Aren't you at like 21
Okay.
or something?
Oh, win?
Win? What are you
I
at?
don't know. Wait, 20.
20?
right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Hold on. Let me look at Where the heck is the equipment?
All right. So, but is that everything that you'll be doing here? Because he's got nothing else to sell you other than health potions. Do you just want to chat?
So, do you have anything? Here's one thing I would like for next time.
Yes.
I understand there are like circlets of mind blank,
Mm-hmm.
things that protect from intrusive thoughts. We
Hmm.
need.
All right. I'll see what I
mean-
can do.
If not from you, then I mean, there's mages and wizards. We'll just craft it from them if necessary. But obviously, we want to stay with you.
Yes. I will see what I can do. The more powerful a magical item, the more difficult to transport around. Not exactly difficult like heavy, difficult in a different sense. I will bring you what I can.
Fair.
We'll see what I can get a hold of. In the-
Is dragon scale armor a thing?
It is.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have it. I am currently wearing red and blue dragon scale armor.
Right.
How much does that give you? I can't find it in here.
I think it gives me 2 AC, which is why I'm
But
at
you get that
15
resistance
instead of
to
13.
you get that what, fire and lightning resistance?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that's come into play, has it? Is that something I have forgotten?
No.
It's on you
I
to.
don't think
Mm,
Huh. Okay, I'll look into that later. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, what they're talking about in the chat is that the cool thing about dragon scale armor is it gives you resistance to the element type. And of course, since they've been speaking with this crazy weird shopkeeper and got all their stuff from it, or from him, sorry. They've got this extremely rare and odd and probably not possible in this dimension set of dragon scale armor that is both red
Red
and
and
blue.
Okay.
All right.
All right,
well,
cool.
if you want me to get started on that, I will. So I should get right on that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. It's good seeing you.
The pleasure's always.
And he begins to just like subtly just kind of do the shooing motion.
Mhm.
Come on.
And we are off. And yes.
What is this?
the
And
potion?
as soon as you close the door, it vanishes.
I feel like we're kind of a drain on his spoons.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like we just come in and buy everything, and he's like, "Where did you get all this money? Please leave me alone."
Well, you keep walking into his wonderful multi-dimensional emporium, and you're like, "You don't have the stuff I want."
What is this?
Dragon breath potion. Come on, get better.
It's like, how many of these are you going to buy? What is with you people?
All of them.
Do you know how
I
many
wanna know what-
dragons have to die to make one of these?
Let's not think about it.
These are
We don't
dragon
want to know how this
squeezins.
sausage is made. We just want to eat it.
Dragon squeezins.
Squeeze it.
Dragon.
Let's halt whatever that conversation is right now.
Someone never.
No. No.
I'm sure it's just like milking a snake.
I need
Oh, wow.
to. I need to make a wisdom saving throw right now.
Okay.
Okay, we're sorry. Back on track.
So is there anything you want to do prep wise or anything before you go back into the
Kick this
village?
guy's ass?
Oh, yeah, we would like to send. First, is she awake?
No.
Oh,
Good. We would like to send her the castle.
Okay, someone has.
Oh,
The
we have to
person
go
with
with
the
her.
amulet has to go
Someone
with
has
her.
to go. Yeah.
And then, how long does that take?
Hour a shot.
So it'd be 2 hours.
you
We
have
just
to
be
wait a
waiting
couple
for him
hours?
to come back.
short rest,
And who currently has the amulet? Lucian?
probably.
Okay.
No.
So do you want to take her back, or should we all go and come back?
I guess we will all go.
All of us together. That makes the most sense.
But
And that way, like, if someone comes back to out to the plaza, they're not just like, "What are you guys doing here?" And then we have to like fudge.
Yes.
Playing hopscotch, obviously.
We're just sitting around like playing all
And
night.
also, I would like to check with the keeper for something.
All right. So,
but we have unlocked this fast travel location, right?
correct.
Yes.
And while you're sitting around concentrating on teleporting, that's enough rest to get rid of the exhaustion that the three of you have.
Nice.
Why don't you all roll perception for me while you are waiting around to be teleported at the plaza circle?
Cool.
Got a
I need to
15
roll?
from Lucian. Yeah, on this one you do.
Wait, what?
But
Oh, damn.
21.
I rolled a 7.
A 7 from Denise.
19
Okay,
is
I
my
didn't do much.
passive.
It's you will notice a sense of something invisible moving around. Crunk actually notices it, and Lucian gets just a slight inkling, but Lucian's inkling that it's there is not because he hears it or anything, but because he senses a mimic just a little bit. And then as soon as Crunk and Lucian are like, wait, it's gone. And no trace.
It's that.
Detect
lady.
mimic. Oh, wait, I can't. Never mind. I'm busy.
Did y'all say anything?
Did you say it?
Did,
Because if you say
did you
something,
all
we can.
feel, did you all feel a mimic? There's a mimic here.
Okay, now I'm gonna sense
Mimic.
like.
There wouldn't be any trace other than the ones on you.
I don't see nothing.
And so you successfully teleport yourselves, unless you interrupt it, are successfully teleported to the Mimic Castle.
So we have to specify how many of us we're teleporting at a time, right?
Correct.
All right, so it's just us and the one person. And specifically the drow.
All right, so sorry again. I was reading.
Denise, Crunk, Win, Lucian, Drow.
Oh, yeah.
And okay.
Yeah, no, nothing's coming with you. Don't worry about it. That is not. I can say right now that it's no. I'm gonna say from now on, don't worry about it. That is a thing that cannot happen. Don't worry about that.
Cool. Good enough.
Okay. That's good.
You are now in the Mimic King's castle. Is that correct, or do you go the other one?
The King's Castle.
Okay.
Yeah, we
I
don't want to
guess
leave her.
Bring her to the throne room.
So we
Hello.
walk in the first door,
Hello.
and I summon up a little bed for her.
This. We never got a name. We should fix that. Right. So she's apparently owned by the Illithid that we're going to go fight here in a moment. Unfortunately.
If everything goes well.
She will be safe here.
Good.
The defenses of the castle are much more than physical.
Perfect. That's why I thought to bring
Not
her
as
here would be
much.
the safest thing. And perhaps work on breaking that that link.
Yes.
Or exploiting it, either way. Actually, exploiting it so it's distracted during the battle would be perfect.
If you can do that.
I will see what I can do.
Perfect.
Much obliged. Sorry.
So, my liege, I have an understanding that you have a bit of a history with these creatures.
I am one of the few creatures that are old enough to have been around in older times. Or better put, I'm one of the few creatures that have been around as long as they have. So it is inevitable that I would.
Yeah. Over that time, you must have developed methods of fighting them.
Yes. Well, my method was purely self-improvement. Which I imagine is not a very particularly helpful bit of advice. It's something
Well,
I
I mean-
imagine you're all continually trying to do. I can't imagine saying do better is going to really help you fight these creatures.
Do good stuff.
Right. Then perhaps you might have some equipment from your earlier days, perhaps at the Keeper, that we could use that to help us.
Let me see. Well, you can go ask him. I will take care of this one and go speak with him.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Look away from that
Crunch,
chat.
you need some pocket bacon.
Pocket
All right.
bacon?
So
Sounds
you are
delicious.
now in the keeper's room.
Pocket bacon?
We're just gonna skip there if that's all right.
Yes.
Oh, and also give him the porcelain horse pieces and the
Oh, yes.
mimic footman.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't want to fix it yourself? I want to fix one.
I mean, we can at least have him here until we're ready to attempt the fix.
Okay.
Better safety.
Oh, do you guys want to? I was thinking about the sword. Did we actually take that?
Yes.
We did.
Okay.
Yeah,
We should leave that here for the moment.
Probably.
Does the keeper go between the castles?
Yes.
Okay, we'll leave it with him, and then we can put it in our castle.
Trophy.
Heck yes.
Sounds
It's
good.
gonna be like.
Speaking of, we're carrying a head around as well.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Are we gonna get?
Oh,
We're
yeah.
disgusting.
Awful
We
people.
are just monsters.
We are the villains of this world.
Are we the baddies?
It was a bad
Oh, we're the
person,
baddies.
right?
Right? Maybe.
We don't really
Morally
know.
ambiguous theater.
I mean, we exchanged at least like 50 words with him. Like, get
We
good.
did.
That's
We
plenty.
Yeah.
That's plenty.
Someone knew he was bad.
All right. So you meet the keeper, who is, for those who are not aware, he is a black room, just a perfectly dark, a not like a dark colored thing or a black painted thing. He is perfect
It's like
black,
Vanta Black.
which
Sort of that Vanta Black. Yeah.
has no reflections, no sheens, no variance
that, I need to
throughout
more.
it. It is perfect darkness
Yeah.
with white outlines that seem to come from nowhere to give you detail of any detail there is, which for the most part there isn't. It's just square room.
Well, I always imagine there's like a pedestal. In the
Yeah,
middle.
usually there
That's
is in
where
the
I'm
center.
Always
Yeah.
a pedestal.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, Keeper. It's good to see you again.
Yes.
We've got some things for you to keep.
Yes.
What
Yes.
else may I add?
Let's see. There's this head here. Ugh.
Oh my.
Splats on the
Perhaps putting it on another one of the poles, like this one.
I'll see what I can do. Am I allowed to modify it?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
as
how
long
come?
I feel like as long as you can recognize who it.
Who it was.
Okay.
That'd be good.
Yes.
Could you
Yeah.
place it in the pedestal and give me a moment?
All right.
I will
Do-
send it down to some of the worker mimics and have them do
R&D.
what I'm envisioning.
Hmm. Oh, I can't wait to see this.
And very quickly, it comes out on a pedestal. You see that it appears to have been encased in bronze.
Ooh.
So the flesh, of course, burned away with molten bronze, but now stylizing over the surface of the skull is now a bronze, giving all the natural shapes kind of angular and sharp features,
Rockin'.
forcing the little imperfections of organic design into perfect symmetry.
I like it.
Is it too heavy? It's not too
Oh,
heavy.
that'll look wonderful on the
would
walls.
Have like a handle.
Yeah, no, it's not a thing you're carrying around. It's
Oh.
no,
Okay,
like
okay, we can
That
mount
should go
it
live in our
somewhere.
trophy
Okay.
room.
yeah, Crunk could if he really wanted to, but
Of course.
like
Okay,
it's like he would strap it to
so
his
we'll
back
just leave it here
and hang
until
on
we
to
get to the.
Oh, dear Lord, you could use it as a.
Bowling ball?
it. It would be a crappy shield, but it could be a shield.
I was
or
gonna
a
say we could
club.
like
Yeah.
put it on like a hood ornament on our carriage.
On our new carriage. Screw you, Northerners.
Oh boy,
when we get it back.
you guys are just continually getting more and more racist and.
What? How's that racist?
The Northerners stole our carriage.
Yeah, but they are the demons.
Well, fair.
Demons
So
were
we
a
need
different
to go get one of their
faction.
heads, encase it in bronze, and put it on the next carriage. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
You are
that's
the
true.
nature-loving druid.
Encased in metal.
Nature, not these assholes.
They have
This
forged.
is the natural order now. Execute Natural Order 66.
Wipe them out. All of them.
Okay.
Not even the younglings.
So
are
I
spared.
really do want you guys to get the northern
Right.
tribe before we finish this session. So
Oh, yeah.
Right. So
right,
give him the
so-
sword,
okay, he'll hang on to the big sword.
and
Yeah, I'll grab.
the Mimic King. Are there any weapons that you might have or equipment that would make fighting the Illithids easier?
Mm.
Mm.
Oh
The best
my.
way to describe the thing that I
Oh.
have it would be a sword with a bladed handle.
Ugh.
Figuratively.
hurt.
That sounds painful.
It will let you combat them in a way that is normally unachievable, but it will not make the combat easier. And he will
Haven't
produce a pedestal with a necklace that hanging from it. It's just kind of a regular necklace. Obviously, that's not the magical important part, but embedded, like sort of impaled by the golden chain of the necklace, you see what appears to be like a very small brain entangled in petrified, like the brain is crystal, and it is entangled by these metal pseudopods. These like little eel tentacle things are wrapped around it, and they are made of some black metal. This thing
Pretty.
will allow you to strike back, but it is no small feat, and it puts you at greater risk.
How so?
Explain.
It allows you to fight the way they fight each other. A battle purely of the mind.
Ooh.
Wounds
So somebody
sustained are not physical, but they are no less dangerous. This is a tool to
Not
use
for me.
only when necessary. But victory with it is complete, and if they know you have it, they will be more tentative to strike you. It requires them to initiate the combat to work, but once they have started the fight, you can follow them into the realm of the mind, and that will scare them.
So is that like based on how smart you are or how wise you are?
Or how charismatic you are,
No, you
how
or
fight
how strong you are,
as they do.
or how dexterous
your
you are.
So
Intellect.
Oh, so it's intelligence?
intellect.
Okay.
So who has anything better than a 0?
I have a 0.
That so makes perfect sense. I didn't realize until now.
Oh wait, no, I have a 1.
Oh, hey!
I have a +1.
I know what's going on now.
Now it makes sense.
In a fight of the theater of the mind, we are ill-equipped.
Ill-equipped for this.
No wonder we're all so
Oh
Son
wow!
of a bitch!
like that.
I had no idea.
Everything
all dumb
makes
as
sense now. No, we're all of average intellect.
We're wisdomy. We're just,
Yeah, average intellect
hold on.
with demigod powers.
Yeah.
average
Okay.
intellect. We're good at applying it. It's just
What we understand, at least.
Some of us are more wise than others.
So wait, I have a 10.
yeah.
I
I
have a
10.
12. I have
Oh
12.
my god.
To be fair, I only have a 10 because we had that one thing where you could like put more points in. It was like I think it was like level.
She was a -2 before.
Ah,
-1, but yeah,
that's wonderful.
yeah. I got smarter, guys. I
Oh.
got smarter throughout our adventure.
Everything is just coming into place here.
Right?
All just
Oh.
So I guess I'll be taking that.
It is your choice
should-
about whether to use it or not. You're not forced into this combat. It is your choice. Every time they mentally strike you, you get your chance to jump into the realm of mind with them. And you can choose
and
to
if
not
nothing
do
else,
that.
it's an intimidation kind of
Yes.
thing. Yeah.
If they
And they'll
physically
be able to
see it,
sense that.
if they physically see the thing, or if you do that thing where you enter the realm of the mind with them, they'll be aware that you have a weapon that can do that, and that will freak them out of it.
Okay, I have a headband. Can I like interweave that with my headband so it's like right there?
Yeah.
going full. Like,
Oh, that's amazing.
Once
It's
you're
just like basically a giant middle finger to Illithids right on your forehead. Yeah.
And everyone else who
Oh,
sees you is
man.
just gonna be like, "What the heck?"
fuck is that?
It makes sense.
Look at this beautiful crystal. Isn't it nice?
Like the shape of a brain, right?
it's
With
right here,
eels?
like
Where else would you put it?
Makes sense to me.
Of course it does.
We're gonna go see that troll brew, and he's gonna be like, "What? Where have you been? Where did you get that?"
Right,
found it in the
speaking
forest.
of,
We should get back to him.
yeah.
we should probably
well,
do that.
Yeah.
All right. You teleport back into the town.
Yes.
And back as soon as you arrive in that plaza, you will see Brew is sat there inside the plaza. Hang on. So Denise, you appear just like inches next to him. You're just like, shoo, and he's right in front of you because he just sat down in the middle of the plaza. He didn't know he could do that.
Oh.
So you're just like, whap, right there next to him. He's like, woo. And actually, he's gonna take a swing at you. 'Cause,
Oh, hi.
what's your AC?
15.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
You
no.
take
Oh, damn.
11 points of damage actually, as he's just like
Ow.
reflexes. Holy crap! And then beans you with the side of his arm.
Hey!
Oh
Dude,
man.
what the heck?
You just a pain. What the heck?
Why are you sitting in the middle of the plaza?
I was waiting for you.
You sit on the stone off to the side or something.
I didn't know.
Denise, are you okay?
Yeah. I like help her
Dear
up,
God.
but I guess I'm assuming she got knocked over.
Yeah.
Don't sneak
I'll
up
be
on
okay.
people like
That hurt.
that.
Do we all show up at the exact same moment?
Yes.
Or oh,
Yeah.
I wasn't.
If anything, Lucian would lead, I guess, but it's no, just the four of you arrive at the same time. Whoever would have the amulet, I guess, would go first. But I'm just gonna say you all show up at the same time. That's how these things work.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Oh, how did you do that?
We're magic, yo.
Yeah.
That's our slogan.
We're magic, yo.
Yeah.
We're magic, yo.
Okay.
That's great.
Don't be doing
So-
weird stuff in the village, though.
What? No, we just used it's a special teleportation circle. That's why we asked if this was here. That's how the guy's door gets here.
Oh.
It's just a special teleportation. It's
He immediately reaches over and grabs just a random rock and begins to scrawl onto it with like a knife.
what is he?
What
writing?
are you doing?
What are you doing?
And he just sets it down on
What
the
are
ground
you
and says,
doing?
"Toll for next time."
Oh, I like that.
You're
Now then, you know,
You're
Brew,
potentially smarter than us.
Brew, you have really good business sense.
I am a
We could use a guy like
tradesperson.
you. Could use a guy like you.
Are you the best tradesperson in the village, would you say?
I think so.
Okay. I'd like to make a deal with you.
Okay, deals sound scary, but could you call it a trade?
I'd like to make a trade with you.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So, there's a war coming here.
Oh.
Yes. You can see how that might be a bit of a problem. The city folk are coming.
Oh.
Mm. The city folk are coming to the plains to make war against all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
And he
we
stops paying attention and begins to like rifle through his pockets and stuff. And he outreaches. He's got a short bow and he holds it towards Lucian. I would like to hire you to fight the city people.
Ah.
You
Yes.
know, I was actually wondering if all of your people would like to fight. You know, Brew, I think you would make an excellent commander of the forces
Ooh.
for your people.
There you go.
Okay.
You think
We-
so?
We don't like the city people.
No, none of
They-
us do,
They're
really.
awful people.
Hmm.
They are terrible. They ruin trades with metal coins.
Shit.
We have other things, I'm sure. Do you like shiny, like, necklaces?
Do you like
and stuff?
gems?
We need useful stuff.
Hmm.
That's
Okay.
what's wrong
We
with
can
them.
work something out.
They trade useless little bits.
Hmm.
Oh,
What sort of
right?
things-
It's terrible.
Generally, do you need around here? Like food or like
Yeah,
tools?
yeah,
Okay, tools, horses.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Curiosity, have you come across a carriage recently?
Yeah. I think I saw someone was selling it. Yeah.
Hmm, right. That was ours, but we'll deal with that in a bit.
I'm sorry. That's how it is here.
Oh,
We-
yes.
I mean,
That's fine.
for us, we see a carriage, we assume it's city people. Because nobody else
Yes.
has carriages.
That's fair.
Well, that might be changing in the
sort
near future. You could have carriages, perhaps, if you want them.
What do they do?
It's
What do they do?
Well, it's good for
They're
transporting.
carrying things.
Oh,
Yeah,
Hmm.
You can
Cause-
carry
You
don't have to,
lots
like,
of things in there
put it on your
quickly.
back.
To trade.
they have city people
far.
stuff that we trade and use.
Mm-hmm.
But the carriage, we just use it as firewood.
Oh, so let me give you a bit of advice. You can use you can use a carriage to carry lots of things for trade across long distances very quickly. So you're able to make more trades more
But-
often.
Why would you travel to trade?
Well, because people in other places might have different things that you need.
Yeah, but I don't
Yes.
want to walk over there.
Well, that's why you have a
You don't-
carriage.
You can sit the whole time. It's almost like they're coming to you.
And he stops having a conversation with you and just kind of sits and thinks about that for a bit.
We're like blowing his mind. How can we convince him that we're like trading him information for his help?
Okay. That sounds good. I'll think about that next time. But
Yes.
Do you not want the bow? What do you want? I want to hire you to fight the city people.
Okay. Would we be fighting together?
Yeah. You
All
you
right.
never send people. You hire them to go with you. I will
Oh, yes.
I will
pretty
lead a
valiant.
war against them. You follow me.
Yeah.
We would.
No,
Yeah.
Crunk is actually
Yeah.
laughing that way.
So, I can't accept that offer. My chieftain would have to accept that offer, who is Crunk.
Oh, do you want a bow?
No.
I do not. You.
We were more
Well,
thinking
actually, is it like a very? Is it a okay?
No,
bow?
it's not. Like it's a
Okay, never
it's
mind.
a decent like wildling
No,
bow
okay.
that he probably made like himself, and yeah, it's a
What?
cheap bow.
What if I want to hire you
What for?
to fight the
fight the city people?
city people.
Oh,
What can
He didn't
I
think of
give
that.
you?
Guys, I think he's got a -1 in intelligence. He's just-
I've got him right where I want him.
okay. Then You give. What do you offer? Yes, what do you offer?
Well, what does this? You need the.
Lucian will take out his dagger and offer to him. How about this?
How many are there? And he picks it up and starts looking at it.
Don't you need that?
How many?
Do you even use that?
I don't think he's ever used it.
Never once.
No.
How many city
I have
people
a-
are there?
Let's see. We
So
don't know exactly.
How
There's
high
going.
can you count? What's the biggest number you know?
26.
There are more
Many
than
more
that.
than that.
You dude,
A
you know that
lot.
the next number is 27 because the number after 6 is 7, right?
Oh,
And then 8, and then 9, and then 30.
wait,
So
what?
now
Okay, don't overwhelm him, man. Shit, one at a
Right, slow
time.
Okay, but there's a lot
You
of them.
see-
Yes.
you
Yeah.
see, we already
Okay.
have this plan.
I don't think I can go do that if it's just me. You
Well-
are
No, we
magic,
would need
but
all
We're
of them.
going
Oh,
We're
we are going. Yes,
to get more people.
that's why we are here.
It's not just
I have an idea. You give me something
Go on.
big, and
Okay.
then I will use my stuff, and I will hire everyone else.
I like this.
That works.
Something big.
That's what we're going for. Okay.
I have this big blanket. I hold up a big winter blanket.
I have lots of blankets.
Oh, well, it's worth a
Good
try.
I like your blanket, Denise.
I have a pillow made out of rock feathers.
Ooh, that actually sounds
very
delightful.
nice.
Really cool.
Yeah.
We saw a rock earlier.
It's actually really prickly, but it sounds
yeah.
impressive.
That's all
That's
that
fair.
matters.
Yes.
What guys? What do we have that he might want? I don't know. We could make him some horses, or we could promise food over a amount of time.
You want something big.
Something.
Yes. Something
Like,
big
physically?
and useful.
I have it. After the war, we're going to be forming a city of our own with the plains people around our castle. Right of first refusal on trades.
Wait, what's that?
Really good deal.
Basically, if anyone comes to the city to trade, you have the right to trade with them before anyone else can. If you decide you want what they have, you trade with them. If you decide not to, then they could trade with someone else. But not before.
What if I have people doing trades for me, like my friends?
Perfect.
Yeah.
The people that you designate as your representatives are part of that.
Okay. That sounds good.
Mhm.
I need something in case we lose.
That makes sense.
Do you have any useful, armor or weapons?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we can make you some stuff.
Goodness,
Definitely
yes.
get that for you.
Okay.
We can probably equip everyone that you hire. Right?
Yes, easily.
I can promise them knives and axes.
Yes.
Whatever their preferred weapon is, we can supply it.
Yes.
What do
Basically,
I get?
if
I want
you-
something good.
How
big
tall
is
is he?
How tall
Yep. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I
Get him out
think
the
we're-
giant sword.
With my zero
Uh-huh.
intelligence modifier,
He's about 8 feet tallish. He's a big ogre.
So he
All
might
right.
be able to use it.
So using prestidigitation, I will create a vision of what it looks like.
Ooh, and he reaches for it.
So, well, we don't have it with us presently. I would need to bring it back.
Okay.
But yes, this sword, it used to belong to the chieftain of the Western tribes.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, his sword. I'll take his
Yes.
sword. I will
Perfect.
get
I
you
can't-
the people. Yes.
It's a deal then. It's a trade.
And he reaches forward to shake Lucian's hand.
Shake the hand. Oh, wait, no, wait.
Hmm?
Chieftain's hand. Chieftain's.
Oh, you.
Yes.
Shakes your hand. All right. You go see. Wait, where'd the girl go?
What?
Did she die?
No,
Oh,
she's
no.
perfectly fine.
We put her safe.
Okay. So I guess don't need to see the medicine man then.
No, well, I've
No,
my
we
tummy.
want to. Yeah.
Well, there's a bit of an issue.
Hmm?
That medicine man, would he be fighting with you?
I don't know. He's not much of a fighter, I don't think. He could.
Good.
We. He tends to hurt people like us, people like him. They have done great damage to us and our friends. And. That's a nice way of putting this.
We don't like him?
It's one way. His people enslave people and harm them. Even threatened our own daughter.
Hmm. Okay.
I was like, wait a minute, what?
We don't have to mention what our daughter is.
Glaze.
So the village likes him. If you attack him, they will protect him.
Makes sense.
What
I
if?
can trade that away.
Okay.
I can fix the problem with trading. What would you give me to hire me for this job?
Yeah, shot our wad with the sword, didn't we?
Not necessarily.
Potion of some sort?
Yes.
We got lots of
What
potions.
about this potion here? If you get injured, it'll heal
that the
you
weasel?
significantly.
Oh.
Oh God, no.
Give him the weasel potion.
Fuck no.
Weasel potion? I don't remember a weasel
No,
potion.
it was a weasel potion. You don't remember? And
The
when
potion
you
of weasel
drink
changing.
it,
For 1
you,
hour, you're
like-
stuck for.
Yeah,
So
you
you change it
drink-
to weasel.
I completely forgot about that.
And then the scroll of lightning bolt tastes like weasels.
Oh man. Yeah.
Really did not go into my inventory.
Yeah, no, I
I
got that.
don't think we bought the weasel change. Did we buy the weasel changing potion?
Oh, we sure did.
Okay. Can we
I have
bluff
2
him?
potion No. I'm gonna give him the option.
Oh, okay.
I have
sure.
2 options here.
Mm.
This is a potion of healing, superior healing. It's fantastic. Or this is a potion of weasel changing.
Mm.
I know, strange and unusual. For
Does
1
it be
hour, it will
useful?
transform you into a weasel.
Does it work if I throw it at someone?
We haven't tried that.
If it lands in their mouth and they swallow it,
For sure.
yes.
Mm.
And they're
I-
stuck like that for. Go ahead.
How good is it healing? Because I've had
Very.
healing potions and
Superior.
I get
It's 8d4 of healing plus 8. So it's at least.
Do you
60.
have any more?
Potions?
Yes.
like options?
Yes.
I would take 2
Or
of
more of
those.
the healing?
Oh,
Okay,
Perfect. I have 2.
Yes.
Pulls another one out of the pouch, too.
2.
There you go.
And I will do this. Okay. Can you
Alright.
help me move stuff?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
What?
Come here. And so he heads over to a hut that's a little bit removed from the village. It looks a lot bigger than and nicer than most of the other huts you've seen.
Well, that's good evidence.
And
that he's a
inside,
good trader.
it's just covered in piles and piles of random junk.
Nice.
Just stuff that he thinks he could trade at some point. And so he's, all right, here, and starts just loading crap into boxes and handing it to you guys.
Oh, what happened?
Okay.
Come with me. And then he loads up a very large crate and picks it up. We go this way. And at the village, he sets down his stuff, and immediately most of the people of the village begin to gather around. They're like, oh, sweet, he's going to start trading.
Sorry.
And he begins to just like mumble with them in Orc, which Crunk and Win would pick up bits of just, you know, he's telling them about basically, you know, you won't protect the medicine man if I give you this thing, and they negotiate a bit, and you see stuff go back and forth. They trade items, and he trades something to someone, not because he's going to use it, but because he then trades that to someone else. And even though he's obviously not that bright, this he is masterful at, and just quickly is negotiating with them and trading stuff and doing trades that he then trades to get something else that someone else wants, and
I get
This
the
is like
feeling
fourth
this is a
level
charisma
trading.
thing.
yeah, just trades until at this point he ends up with most
His
of the
trades
crates.
have trades.
Yeah. And so when he's done, you see his boxes they have more stuff in them now.
Jesus Christ, he got more stuff.
Okay.
You
are
we're
good.
magic,
Awesome.
yo.
Oh, we made the
We're
best
magic, yo.
decision here.
You can go yeah, you can kill the medicine man now.
Okay.
Well, thanks.
And then watch, it's like the Drist of Illithids, and we're just gonna go kill him. Like, I don't believe in all of this. And we're like, I don't care. Shut.
Well, let's go
Well-
find out.
Yeah, we'll have to find out what he's actually like, I guess.
He's
So
a really nice
in-
guy.
One of the stone buildings, one of the ancient dwarven buildings, you would find him. He's got like a bed over in the corner, but then also a stone slab in the center where he lays down whoever his patient is.
Sure.
And you see there's quite a bit of blood on that stone slab because it doesn't really wash out of stone.
Right.
Yeah, that's why.
Just so much of it.
And so what you see is this large, like hunched over figure, shrouded in robe. But you see the front part of his face. The hood hangs over, obscuring most of it. But you see the tentacles hanging down, and he looks.
Can I,
forward.
as we walk in, cast
Yes.
hold person?
Yeah. What is the saving throw?
Let me double check.
Just going in flexing.
15.
Sorry, he saves with a 16.
And he's pissed now.
Oops.
He kind of
If I was
flinches,
if I was
and
to use thaumaturgy, can we like? Would it be
I stare
possible
him
for me to like
down
flip
if you
his,
can.
his hood off?
I don't think you can
Oh.
use them to
Mage
affect
hand.
equipped. No, even mage
I
hand,
don't
you
have
can't use
mage
it to mess with equipped stuff.
Really?
I don't believe so. But anyway, so he's. You all begin to feel his effect pushing in on your minds. If you would like, you can all make an intelligence saving throw. This is not to charm, this is just a mental attack. So I get a 10 from Win, a 5 from Crunk. Very
On brand.
thematic. Yeah. On brand, yeah. What else we got? A critical
Ooh.
failure from Denise. And a
Bye.
16 from Lucian. Okay, so Lucian succeeds and will take no damage. And the rest of you will take
All of the damage.
Oh boy, that's a bit.
It's fine.
16, 17, 18
Don't
psychic
forget
damage.
we had a rest, y'all, if you need to calculate your points.
There's a
Well,
18 psychic damage. And Denise, you're a bit stunned by this. So we're not in actual combat yet, but you'll be just a bit slower on the draw when we come
Okay.
around to that. Leave me. Go
Why?
away, interlopers.
Interlopers.
You interloped into my brain. Jerk.
You did strike first.
Well, what about that other chick?
It's not
The-
your concern.
Wow.
Oh, but it became our concern the moment you enslaved.
It's kind of a thing. It's like a theme.
Have you not heard of us?
Principled. Foolish. And he begins to pull his robes off, and he stands upright, standing on
In the
par
nude?
with Krunk in height. You see his flesh is entirely coated in embedded stones that are a part of his flesh.
that's cool.
And
Pretty cool.
So
We
it's
will-
Touch me.
end the session
Ah,
as we begin
Yeah.
combat with the Geoflare.
Oh, damn it.
Geo flare.
okay. So he's stone,
Yes.
no more than 5 feet in any dimension.
Ooh.
We'll
Yeah,
take a
he's
look
like
at that
as
next
tall as
session.
me,
That could be very, very cool. All right.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's really funny. Oh my god.
All right, everybody. Let's sign off.
right.
Than, who are you? What do you do on the internet and all that stuff?
I'm Than Rand. I mostly consume entertainment stuff. I'm gonna get back into streaming at some point. I just but when I do, I'm at twitch.tv/Than Rand. You can follow me on Twitter at Than Rand or anywhere else on the internet. It's Than Rand. And that's me.
Yay.
And One.
So, I'm One-sama-chan. You can mostly find me in the Discord, or I'm on Twitter at Mimic-sama-chan. So, that's pretty much all I do.
And Mets.
I am at Metzgirl in the Twitters and around the Discords. You can also find me over on the Beholder's Eye podcast. It's a 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. The world's a bit dark, but we try to keep it light with our banter back and forth. You can find that at beholderseyecast.com. And Service Desk is the podcast that I started where we talk about techie things, hopefully in a beginner helpful manner, and you can find that over at servicedeskpodcast.com. And then I'm here the 2nd, 4th, and 5th Tuesdays of the month.
All right, and Capjack.
Everybody, I'm Capjack. Yeah, I know my own name. Or at Captain J. And many other places all over the internet. You can find me all over the place here, and welcome to the party. I'm in the, of course, 2nd, 4th, and 5th, which, yeah, we're getting a bonus game next week of Mimic Nights. And then also alternating Thursdays for Shadowrun, run by Shogun, and also Pokemon, run by The Bardic Knock, which is this Thursday. Yes, that is this Thursday. That
I'm very
poor
excited.
old man. And then on Fridays,
Bardic.
no. On Thursdays, I'm in the Dragon Dark Days game with Than Rand here.
Oh yeah,
as
yeah.
well as my rock. So yeah, come and see us all over the place. It's fun. And if you're not already in the Discord, come and join our Discord.
The
We
Discord
have
is the bomb.
shenanigans. Oh my god, we talk so much, and there's so many pictures of food and cats, and it's just good stuff. Come and join us. It's cool.
All right, and I am the DM. I am Shogun on Twitter. I'm Shogun117, and I run this game every other Tuesday, every second, fourth, and the rare fifth Tuesday. I run Shadowrun every other Thursday, which is an open game. It's a drop-in, drop-out sort of thing, so you can you don't have to commit to a long campaign. You can just drop in for however many sessions you have time for. And then I also play in the Pokemon game that alternates on the other Thursdays with Shadowrun. And that's all I do. I also dropped a link in the chat for my wife's the website where she hosts her webcomic, which is centered in the Shadowrun universe. So we're going to go raid Dumpstat Charisma.
Dumpstat!
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
So we will see you all next week because there is a fifth Tuesday in this month, which is going to be very, very fun. So see y'all.
Yes.
Bye.
Wow!
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 Gonna